Greetings everyone and welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy where I serve and I slay. So today, dear beautiful people and collective, I'm going to be doing your all signs reading for your twin flame journey all the way from Aries to Pisces. This reading is going to be from February 22nd to March 22nd, and that is going to fall right in the time when the Mercury retrograde is happening. So it officially starts on February 26th and ends on March 20th, but this is the time when potentially a lot of people come back. There is a lot of reconciliations happening. There is a lot of memories, flashbacks, and a lot of, connections, right, resurfacing. So I decided to pre-record this reading for all of you, okay, so that I'm way more focused than when I'm actually on the live. Although I love spending a lot of time with all of you when I'm live, but this is going to be a very unique reading, so please make sure to listen to the first few minutes of this video before you get into your readings, because there is important announcement that I'm going to be making, right? There's always something really important that I like to announce. So if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. If you have been with me for quite some time, I want to welcome you back. And on this channel, we grow, we progress, we heal together, we support one another. I'm sure that you will witness that in the comment section. So I would greatly appreciate if you would go ahead and you would hit that like button to show your support if you would like more of those videos, and also to leave positive comments below, okay, about the reading, about supporting one another, or what you are manifesting, okay? Maybe it's a story about your twin flame journey. I'm going to be taking a look at the comments personally, and I'm also going to be seeing if there is anything or anyone that really catches my attention. I will let them know in the comment section that I may pull a card for them in the upcoming All Signs videos as well, okay? So that's a way for me also to give back. I have done this before as well for individual signs. So if I see you participating, if I see you hitting the like button, if I see you, showing yourself off and making yourself known in a very positive way, then I will also take things into consideration and will love to give you back. Because giving back is one of my favorite love languages. Now, I want to talk about the format of this reading. Now, the twin flame journey, not everybody's on a twin flame journey. So if you're watching this, then most likely you know that this is going to be your story. And for many of you, I feel like that, there is a lot of thinking going on, right, on your mind. You're contemplating a lot about this twin flame journey. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a look into your twin flame journey. I'm going to see what is it that happened, what is going on currently between you and your twin flame, what are the upcoming messages that you need to know. I'm also going to be seeing what is your twin flame's potential actions towards you, what is a potential outcome. I will also see what is the archangels and angels messages, any other important hidden truth. I'm going to use the hidden truth oracle card as well, and the messages of love, okay? And I will also use this romance angels card as well to see what this twin flame journey could potentially move towards too, so that you know how to prepare. These messages are general, so they may resonate with you, they may not. You can even come back and watch this reading maybe after some time. So it's going to be very important for all of us to have an open mind and to see what are the important messages that are coming through, right? What is it that we are learning from these readings? So I have set an intention, I've meditated for this reading. And again, I want to thank you all for spending this time and for being here. I really appreciate you, okay? And I'm really happy to be here with you all and build this community together. So without any further ado, we are gonna start off with Aries to Pisces, and let's get it going. Okay, so Aries, we're gonna start off with you. If you're just tuning in, I wanna say welcome and thank you so much for being here, dear Aries. Today, I'm gonna be taking a look into your twin flame journey from February 22nd to March 22nd. I'm gonna see what are the hidden messages of love, and any other important upcoming messages. What is it that you need to know, and what is the potential outcome for both of you? And also, if you're just tuning in, Aries, make sure to go ahead and to hit that like button to show your support, to help this video go out there as well, especially if you would like more of these videos and you would like to watch this more, okay? Because I will be happy to make more of those readings if I see your engagement, if I see you participating. So Aries, there is something about sadness. I think a lot of you have been really sad about this situation. You've been really disappointed ever since both of you separated from each other, okay? I feel like a lot of you internally have been going through a lot. You could have been purging. You could have been also declaring your space. I think it's like you have set an intention to manifest your twin flame back into your life, but there is something about a delay. It's like everything has been kind of feeling a little bit stagnant and delayed. Yeah, you're manifesting a reconciliation here with your twin flame with the Three of Cups. A lot of you have been in this Five of Pentacles energy. There has been a lot of sadness for many of you. You know, you've been really trying to set yourself free in your mind. I think this situation has been really challenging for a lot of you to really go through. You have the Magician here coming out. Intuition is on 100% on point today. So you're manifesting a reconciliation. I think you're also changing your mindset about manifestation. What is it that you can actually manifest and create for yourself? You're manifesting a very happy ending and a solid relationship with your twin flame. Here is what I'm getting. A lot of you are still recovering from this heartbreak that has happened between you and them. It's been taking you quite some time to really forgive yourself also through this situation. I think one of the ways that this relationship came to an end with your twin flame was that they cut you off. Could have been a fire sign you were dealing with, air sign here. You could have been also married with this person, or maybe you were on the path of marrying with them. I think there is actually a confession here that could be coming in towards you from your twin flame. This is a story that actually hasn't ended yet. A lot of you are also focused on your financial independence here. You could be changing your job. You could be reconsidering your career here. So there is something about this twin flame journey, Aries, that you have really learned a lot about your past history, your upbringing, your traumas, okay? And for many of you, your twin flame actually likes you a lot. With the King of Cups, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They do love you. They're holding on to the memories. They're holding on to the times that you guys spent together here as well. I think that your twin flame may send you a gift is what I'm getting, okay? They want to heal things with you, and there is like this sense of peace that could be coming in towards your way. Your twin flame is actually on a spiritual path of enlightenment is what I'm getting. They could be into spirituality, could be a Pisces as well, or I'm getting here strong Pisces placement. They want to make an offer to you. That's what I see coming in here for you too. Queen of Pentacles. This twin flame of yours, they're very business oriented. There is something about them very earthy. They're very grounded. Okay, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, they're starting a business as well is what I'm getting. They have a lot of options in front of them, but I think that every time they think about this connection, they keep circling back to you. There is something about dreams. You could be seeing your twin flame a lot in your dreams, Aries. Maybe you saw them last night, or maybe you're going to see them again, okay? And there has been a conflict here between the two of you that actually needs to come to an end and be resolved so that both of you can have a brand new beginning with the Fool. And that is you. I feel like you might have dealt with someone. There could have been age differences. Then I'm also getting that, you know, there could have been multiple people involved in this situation, like possibly a third party also. Okay, for a lot of you with the Five of Wands, Ariana, my Boston cream, there is something here about like a huge conflict that took place. Like maybe this even happened a long time ago with your twin flame. Okay, a lot of you felt like that maybe your twin flame was deceiving you. They were not being honest with you, and separation, right? So time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I think that conflict about trust issues, about commitment led to some sort of a, you know, long-term separation that's been going on for a while in here. A lot of you feel like that you have known your twin flame. I mean, of course, because this is your twin flame, right? There is a very strong sense of past life relationship, like a familiar feeling here. Okay, get ready because you're gonna soon have some heart-to-heart conversations with your twin flame is what I'm getting. Okay, a lot of you also need to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I think you're starting to organize your life back together. You're starting to really get your stuff together. Okay, and there is something about you bringing order into your home, into your house. Also, you're going to start taking care of your health as well. So let's see what is the hidden messages here in regards to your twin flame. So Aries, the hidden message here about your twin flame is, I know I messed up everything, right? So again, your twin flame wants to make things right with you, Aries, because they are recognizing and realizing that they might have really acted out of anger, and there is something here that they have done or said that they are regretting, okay? And I feel like this also could be you kind of feeling that maybe you matched that energy and things really abruptly ended, and there was a lot of like a big blow up, okay, of an energy here and things here coming to an end. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, so I feel like that your twin flame is thinking about you late at night, looking at the pictures. There is something about a music here that you share together, okay, and finding out the truth crushed me. Some of you find out some sort of truth about your twin flame. There could have been an addiction here that your twin flame might have had in the past, or something that was happening in the background, okay? So you might have started off being friends with your twin flame, but there is definitely a desire here. There's a strong romantic connection that actually started developing between you and your twin flame. I bury myself in work to forget you. This could be you, Aries, really. I feel like you could be working a lot, or you could be really thinking about just keeping yourself busy so you don't think about it. But at times also, you know, there is a lot of like past memories coming up in here, okay? That's what I'm strongly getting in here. So let's see what is the archangel messages and what is it that you need to know. What is an important message for Aries, okay, from the archangels about your twin flame? What do you need to know? Yeah, solutions number 14. So Archangel Zadkiel, it's a success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So, you know, this is a confirmation for you, Aries. I think this is great, especially when I'm starting literally doing this reading. Starting off with your energy, it's been amazing. You know, there is a solution here to this situation, right? This is about forgiveness here. This is about also getting over this past situation, this past breakup here that has happened, and, you know, patience, because in due time, I think that, you know, with patience and resilience, I know patience is not the greatest word for us as fire signs, but there is a situation here that is going to be resolved for you and this person. Here is what I'm strongly getting, okay? Now, we're going to see what is the messages of love for you before I move forward, but I also do want to pull an important card here. I think you're manifesting this reunion. It's going to happen from February 22nd to March 22nd. That's what I'm strongly getting here. High Priestess, Virgo energy, your intuition is right, okay? Someone very spiritual. I think your twin flame is actually becoming more spiritually attuned within themselves. And I'm seeing here also there is a lot of healing that's happening in your twin flame's inner child, from their childhood here. They're forgiving someone is what I'm getting, okay? So there is going to be a solution coming up for you and your twin flame. And we're going to see what is the messages of love. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. So all in all, what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, is this is a connection, this twin flame connection. It is very typical to like the, you know, breaking up and making up and things, you know, experiencing a lot of separation, but also coming back together. So there is going to be a solution for you and your twin flame. Like things are going to get better. And I feel like that for many of you, this has really facilitated, the High Priestess here is showing me that it has really facilitated your spiritual growth and your spiritual awakening in this journey as well, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading helped. I hope that you got something out of this reading. And dear Boston Cream, I really appreciate you for being here. So if you tuned in, if you watched this, make sure to go ahead to hit that like button as well. Okay, don't forget to hit that like button to show your support. And we're gonna move on to the next time. Okay, so Taurus, Mama Taurus, Dairy Taurus, welcome. We're gonna get your reading started, but if you're just tuning in, I wanna welcome you and I wanna say thank you so much for being here, Taurus, okay? Make sure to go ahead to hit that like button, because by you doing your part and showing your support, you're telling me that you're engaging and you like those kind of readings, and you can also participate into the competition about which I mentioned at the beginning of these videos. So make sure to watch that 5-minute announcement in the beginning, okay, to make sure that you also get into the competition and possibly get selected to get a reading from me. But also make sure to leave positive comments, Taurus. So let's get into your reading and see what is it that you need to know when it comes to your twin flame journey from February 22nd to March 22nd, okay? So Taurus, I feel like for many of you, you could be dealing with an air sign. There is something here about like a sharing, like you and your twin flame, ever since the separation has happened, you actually have learned how to manage your finances well, how to ground yourself more. You know, you have started really kind of retreating from even drama and unnecessary things. I think your twin flame has really showed you just things that you really need to heal within yourself and focus on yourself. I believe there is going to be reconciliation coming in. For many of you, yeah. Six of Pentacles here, I feel like that you and your twin flame are going to have an opportunity here to have a conversation. Indeed, there has been a very painful ending that took place between you and your twin flame. That is you. Okay, the Empress. I think a lot of you, when this situation ended, Taurus, with your twin flame, you have really learned how to master self-care. Or maybe you're still learning about that, but you've learned how to prioritize yourself. You've learned how to not to put anybody on a pedestal here. Page of Swords, you could be also stalked or watched by your twin flame. They could be watching you. Wow, look at that, the Hierophant, the card of a Taurus. They could be watching you. They could be planning an important conversation here with you because they want to have a conversation to see if you both can actually have a brand new beginning with the Fool. Okay, the Devil. There could be a third-party situation right now involved in this situation. This could be from your end. This could be from their end. The third party could be anything as well. So it could be a Scorpio you're dealing with. Okay, the Death card. I feel like that, you know, your finances are also undergoing through a major transformation. You've been thinking about maybe launching something, launching a business here. You have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands here talks about also this person heading towards your way. You could be dealing with someone who is a public figure. Maybe this person is well-known, famous, or you're well-known. Something about horses can be very significant. Yeah, I think there's going to be another comeback here for you and your twin flame. You have the Judgment. There is a major realization. I think your twin flame is actually going to really finally admit the fact that you both actually are like very familiar. You are literally twins. And they're going to make a move here to come towards your way. They're holding on to a lot of memories. I think your twin flame might have been an avoidant here, Taurus, and you have showed it to them that they need to heal that within themselves in order for them to be with you. Okay, so that's something that's very significant. Pisces energy, the Hanged Man. For many of you, your twin flame also could be going through a major spiritual awakening is what I'm getting, which is very significant. And they could be even starting a new project, new job in here. This is a very deep spiritual bond, a connection here between you and your twin flame. They are also walking away from someone. This could be a female figure. This could be a mother figure also walking away because they're down with somebody. Okay, your twin flame is down with the situation here, and they're like making room to connect with you. They do like you a lot with the King of Cups here, and the overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. There is a strong desire here between you and your twin flame to actually work things out together, to heal things together. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like that for many of you, there is going to be a lot of actions being taken, a lot of talks, a lot of conversation here in regards to this situation. So I do feel like that for a lot of you, this is a relationship that can really bring forth marriage and like long-term commitment is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what is an important message here that you need to know. I feel like for many of you, you might need to release your ex, or maybe they need to release their ex, okay, if they have been in a relationship while they met you, before they met you. Playfulness. So, you know, one of the things that you really like about your twin flame Taurus is they're very playful, okay? There is a very youthful, inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So there is a very strong romantic energy that you have captured with your twin flame. Let go of control, okay? So many of you could be really trying to either manifest this with force or whatever. I think this is about Taurus really allowing things to naturally unfold for you and allowing things to really come into play. You deserve love. I don't know who told you. I don't know if there is a limiting belief, Taurus, that maybe while you were growing up, or you know, you had been in a relationship before, you were told that you are not lovable, you are not likable, and things like that. That's something that's a limiting belief and needs to come to an end. This separation here has actually led you to really realize that you need to really focus on yourself and love yourself more. So past life relationship, this is a connection that I feel like for many of you are remembering. You know that you have met this person before. I mean, it's your twin flame. So that's why it's a very intense connection. And keep an open mind, right? So this is about you realizing that your twin flame can come towards you, and this communication can come towards you in different ways. We don't have to plan about it. We don't have to worry about it, but it is something that is going to take place. So let's see what is the hidden truth message here for you, dear Taurus. And I remember every detail of that day. So this could be about the day that you and your twin flame met, something about that very special day here. I want to tell you how I feel. So they want to talk about their feelings, and I wish things could be different. So I feel like for many of you, this could be a cultural differences. I'm also getting here that could be some kind of like geographical distances. What I'm getting here, time zones can be very significant. Okay, before I pull the messages of love, I'm gonna see what is the archangel messages. So things ended very unfortunate, okay, very badly and in a very unexpected way. But I think they want to see if you would be open to actually turn things around. There is a strong desire here to invest into this relationship and to turn things around. So you have 8 of Gabriel. It says a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Yeah, like I said earlier, your twin flame wants to talk to you. There is a strong desire here for communication. There is a strong desire for like reaching out to you and communicating for how they truly feel. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here. Okay, suddenly there is going to be, you're going to, by the end of, I get this energy, by the end of March, you will be reunited with your twin flame. There is a very strong reunion energy that I'm strongly getting, okay? So let's see what is the important message here of the love. What are the important messages of love? Yeah. What is the important messages of love for my Tauruses? Okay, so you have mastered, you have learned a spiritual lesson. You know, you're someone that you are a teacher, you're very much connected to the divine, Taurus, okay? So I feel like that you being the one that's super connected to the divine, okay, there is something about your third eye and you really becoming spiritually evolved during this twin flame journey. So this is like, again, it's a confirmation for you that you have mastered some sort of an important journey here, right? Important lesson. Twin flame, this is a divine counterpart connection. Can't make this up, okay? So again, this is your confirmation here, your twin flame. You have found your twin flame for a reason, for you to master also your nervous system regulation and also manifestation. And it's a spiritual lesson that you have finally mastered. Not everybody is able to do that. And finally, we're gonna see what is the important message, what is a bonus message that you need to know. What is a bonus message here for my Tauruses? So there will be communication again. So you have sheep here and it says travel, long distance, relocation, change, vacation, movement for an astrology Aries. So again, like I was really feeling this could be a connection here that I was getting like long distance time zone, right? So there could be travel coming up. Either they're going to travel to you, you're going to travel to them. Okay, something about cruises and ships can be very significant, but movement. There is movement happening in the 3D reality for you and your twin flame. So that's what I'm strongly getting coming in for you. Number 3 can also be very significant here. You could be even traveling with your twin flame and going on a cruise is what I'm getting, okay? So one more important message and we're going to close off this reading for you, dear Taurus. What's an important message for you? So judgment, yeah, this is about a realization and an epiphany. This is about making an announcement, resurrecting this relationship, working things out together and taking it to the next level, okay? The judgment here also means someone's consciousness being awakened. So someone is waking up to the fact, and I feel like that is both of you, excuse me, your twin flame and you, waking up to the fact for some sort of an important communication that is going to be coming in towards you from your twin flame, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear Taurus. I would like to thank you so much for being here. Make sure to watch the first 5 minutes of this video because of these all signs. I always make really important announcements in the beginning. Make sure to hit that like button also, okay, to show your support because it tells me that you appreciate and you give back. It is an energy exchange, okay? So when I also see your comments below, I see your positive participation. It also tells me that, you know, you appreciate what I'm doing and you can also inspire and connect with others as well. And by you commenting and making yourself known, you're also letting me know that you're here, okay? And that, you know, you are not just a silent watcher and that you could be potentially be selected and drawn for a competition, okay? So wish you have an amazing week ahead and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna move on to the sign of Gemini and we're gonna see what's up for my Gemushis. I'm in your head, I'm on your mind. You know, I'm a Gemini. I woke up feeling extra fly and I put the gem in Gemini. So Gemini, we're gonna get into your twin flame reading. Again, very important announcements about participating in a competition to get a free reading, ask a question, get an answer. I talked about that in the beginning. When you watch the beginning section, you'll know what I mean by that. Make sure to go ahead and to hit that like button to show your support if you would like more of those videos. So we're gonna get into your twin flame reading and we're gonna see what's happening during this Mercury retrograde. What do you need to know, Gemini? What do you need to know? Gemini, what do you need to know for this Mercury retrograde? There is something here about Gemini. I am getting here, you're making prayers, you're doing prayers, you're praying for your twin flame. You are basically like completely shifting your perspective on this journey. There used to be resentment. I'm not gonna pretend, and that's the energy I'm picking up. There used to be a lot of resentment about this twin flame separation here, but I think you're finally forgiving your twin flame. And by you forgiving your twin flame, Gemini, you're also forgiving yourself. Okay, so it is very powerful. So let's see what is an important message. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Okay, it could be younger than you. There is definitely a decision here, decision-making process that needs to be made. A lot of you could be going back and forth in your mind, you know, wondering what is the right course of action. Something about horses can be very significant is what I'm getting. And for many of you, you want to have a brand new beginning. You're manifesting. Everyone is manifesting, like literally. You're manifesting a reunion with your twin flame. You could be even wanting to communicate with your twin flame and talk to them. Okay, so for many of you, you could have been single for quite some time after this twin flame journey separation. And for a lot of you, I feel like that, you know, Gemini, you're someone that you're super committed. When you're fond of someone, when you're interested in someone, especially your twin flame, you still feel very connected and very much loyal to your twin flame, okay? So you're still connected to them. There you are, okay? The Lovers, which is the card of a Gemini, because you really, really love your twin flame. You really want to be with them. You really want to make things right with your twin flame. Ten of Swords, okay, there has been this very painful ending that has taken place between your twin flame in the past 10 weeks, 10 months. Okay, it could be maybe more than a year here. I feel like that the way the situation ended here was very unexpected. There was a lot of confusion here when this situation ended. Could have been a Taurus you ended things with, or they ended things with you. You have the Empress here and the Hermit, okay? So, you know that there is a reason why you have been going through maybe dark night of the soul, or you've been learning a lot of things about yourself here. The strength could be a Leo. So for many of you also, I feel like that this twin flame journey here has really given you this inner strength. You know what I mean? Very powerful, the Chariot energy. It has allowed you to actually learn how to move on from things, how to heal from a breakup, and how to focus on yourself. It hasn't been an easy journey, but I think that you've been doing the hard work. A lot of times, Gemini, I see here you're getting caught up in your head a lot. Sometimes you ask yourself, should I really wait for my twin flame? Should I not wait for my twin flame? What is going to happen with me and my twin flame? Right? You want to know the truth. You want to have a conversation. You could be also like thinking about initiating a conversation with your twin flame here. Six of Cups, there is a lot of flashbacks and memories going on. You may feel like you have known your twin flame in the past life as well. There could be a very strong sense of familiarity with your twin flame. Nine of Swords, you want to marry this person, okay? You want to marry your twin flame. Ever since the separation, ever since this situation came to an end, it's been very difficult for many of you to really recover from that mentally as well. You want to have a brand new beginning. Yes, look at that nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands. You want to have a brand new beginning with your person. Commitment here, marriage is something. Marriage is very much strongly emphasized in your reading. Like I'm seeing here, marriage is what you want commitment, you want to settle down with them. And the Emperor. You could be dealing with someone who gives off a very masculine energy, whether you're male or female, but this person has a very strong energy about them. They have a very strong personality, okay? And finally, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So for a lot of you, you're dealing with someone that also has a lot of like desire for success and for money. A very business-oriented person here. This is someone that also they keep things to themselves as well. Okay, I feel like that your twin flame might be in the process of like letting go of somebody, like letting go of an ex, letting go of a situation here that no longer serves them. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with your twin flame is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring forth your romance. I think your twin flame used to be like, inclined to a lot of negative thinking, overthinking. They're changing their mindset, okay? What you're learning, Gemini, is love yourself first, okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Gemini, sometimes you spread yourself too thin and you sell yourself too short by, you know, making yourself available for a lot of people in general. This is something that you're really learning how to really also establish healthy boundaries. You have to make the effort. So I feel like that you and your twin flame are going to be headed towards the direction where both of you are going to make the effort to actually reunite and come back together, okay? Because it says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Attraction. There is a very strong attraction here between you and your twin flame. Chemistry, you don't just fall for anybody. You know that they are the one. So this could be the one. You have already seen the signs and synchronicities about your twin flame. I'm getting here 777, 444. Could be very significant, okay, about this twin flame journey. For many of you, there is something about poetry, okay, book smart. Your person could be an academic. They could be still in the university, college, or something about education, or they could have a higher level of education. Somebody here loves books and has a big library. Okay. Someone here like likes a specific, I'm getting here like a scientific based or type of books. Your twin flame could be into that. I'm getting here biology. Someone here could be into biology, marine also. Okay, the hidden message is I love you unconditionally. And I think that this is for both of you. I want to tell you how I feel. Like I said, there is going to be communication coming in. I wish things could be different. And I hope that you can forgive me one day. So this is a story of actually you and your twin flame forgiving each other. That's how important this is going to be. And you're manifesting that you both will be together. So I think a lot of you have prayer. Like I said, there is something about prayer, something about kneeling down, making a prayer, uttering a prayer, okay? So we will be together again. So this is very significant, okay? I feel like a lot of you are gonna move towards reconciliation. I really feel like something, although this is from like March 22nd to, February 22nd to March 22nd, I feel like that in May, this relationship is going to be at a much better place here, okay? It's time for me to heal now. So someone here is going through a major healing process here, okay? So I feel you leaving me behind. I feel like that they are also, this could be you leaving someone behind, they're leaving someone behind, and it's making them grow and it's making them heal. Okay, someone here is also going through a major career shift. Your twin flame could be going through a major career shift here as well. Could be you also. So let's see what is the archangel messages. What is the important message about this twin flame journey, okay, from the archangels? What is an important message? So you have 5 of Michael. Okay, it says this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So whatever way you have thought about before, Gemini, of this is how this manifestation is going to happen, or you were too attached to the outcome, how your manifestation was going to happen, it doesn't serve you any longer. It's not about this. It's not about the twin flame journey doesn't serve you. It's about the approach that you thought before you could take, or how this manifestation was going to happen. I think there is something much more meaningful that's going to happen, and in a very unexpected way, okay? So this is about also you using your creativity here, you know, uplifting approach. Yeah, there is something about music, something about like, you know, being very uplifted. I'm getting here like higher frequency, higher vibration music coming in your way. And you could be also like thinking about, you know, maybe starting your day with gratitude here, some, you know, coming out of this stagnation here, okay, this sadness is what I'm getting. So start smiling more, start being, you know, more happy, because I feel like this situation is going to work out. Let's see what is the messages of love for you, Gemini. So the messages of love, you have denial. Exactly, detach. We'd love to clearly see the truth. You know, for many of you, you need to detach from the outcome, Gemini. I know you have a very powerful mind, we know. And you like to kind of really go in and out of it and like think about how your manifestation is exactly going to happen. Just detach from the outcome. It doesn't mean that you still don't want the person. It just means that you don't want to, you know, control how it's going to happen. Decision is time to decide about this relationship. I think a lot of you have already decided you're not moving on from your twin flame. Okay, this relationship can stand the test of time. So this is a test, okay? And this test has been maybe feeling like it's been taking forever, it's been taking a long time, but this is a situation that I think is going to work out for both of you, and it is also teaching resilience and patience. And it says go slow, so it's, you know, take time to get to know each other. So there's going to be an opportunity for you and your twin flame to get back together. okay, slowly but surely. What is an important other message here that you need to know? Nine of Swords. Stop stressing about this situation. Maybe you need to do more breath work and grounding, Gemini. Okay, ground yourself. Take maybe cold showers. Maybe you want to do something that's going to ground you more, that's going to really make you feel more connected to the Mother Nature here. Okay, you overthink a lot. You know, your mind could be your greatest enemy. And you have mice. Okay, so worry, stress, okay, stress, deterioration. So this is about you really also learning that, like, you know, what are you worrying about? If it's gonna work out anyways, your higher self is saying stop worrying about it. You could be worrying even about money, about career as well, this relationship. Like, you may also feel like, Gemini, I'm gonna say this, a lot of you can feel like, oh, you know, I don't really know if I'm going to be in a relationship with my twin flame, or even in general. You're going to. This is about you letting the stress go away, like managing your stress in a way that, you know, is best for you. Some of you maybe want to journal, meditate, do breath work here, but whatever works best for you, that's what you're going to need to focus on and start doing that for you, okay? Because that's going to be really important for your mental health as well, and, you know, really passing through this text. But I feel like there's going to be communication and an offer coming in. It's like I'm getting here like God has heard your prayers. So Gemini, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. If you would like to receive more of those videos, make sure to go ahead to hit that like button, and we are going to be doing more of those when I see you engaging, when I see you talking about your story, and also talking about your sign, okay? So thank you so much, Gemini, and we're going to move on to the next sign. All right, so my Cancers, before we get into your reading for the next minute, I want to welcome you into your reading, and thank you so much for being here, dear Cancer. Now, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at you and your twin flame, Cancer. I just finished Gemini. There is always an important announcement, right? There is always a competition going on here on the channel, so you are more than welcome to check out about that in the beginning of this video, and, you know, you'll know what is it that you need to do to participate into that competition. And, you know, in order for me to continue doing those readings, more so to be here, it doesn't matter if it's not live, I still could go live, but I wanted to deliver this message on, you know, February 22nd from, which is going to be relevant, the energies from February 22nd to March 22nd. So make sure to go ahead and to hit that like button as well, to comment below, okay, anything that you find yourself, you know, that you find this message to be relevant and connected to, because I'm going to look into the comments and I'm going to choose certain people from each sign to give them a certain pull a card message. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Cancer, and see what is it that you need to know. Water. Cancer-licious. So Cancer, there is something here about when it comes to your twin flame journey. I feel like that, you know, by the end of this year, you both are going to end up together. Honestly, some of you could have tried dating other people and it didn't really work out. For many of you, you might have just literally come back from, like, maybe you deleted a dating app recently. Some of you maybe were on a dating app and it didn't really go anywhere. So you just kind of circle back in your mind and come back around your twin flame. They could be around your aura, around your energy. Here is what I'm getting. You always pick up on your twin flame's energy, okay? So there is something about their energy that you're heavily feeling. Okay, Five of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there has been some sort of a conflict between you and your twin flame. Conflict, fight, argument, misunderstanding, competition, third-party situation, the Hanged Man. Someone here, I feel like they refused to see your point of view. Your twin flame was very, you know, stubborn. Okay, so this person was not willing to see your point of view. Could have been also a fire sign here. You know, your twin flame also, I'm getting here one of the reasons why you both separated. One of the, confirmation verb. One of them was maybe because also there is something about travel. There is also something about time zone and like geographical distance is what I'm getting with the Two of Wands here. The Death card, this has led to some sort of a transformation here within you, okay? The devil could be a Capricorn. You know, you knew that something was happening. Maybe your twin flame also could have had some sort of an addiction, or they were keeping something secret from you. They were hiding something from you. Okay, Queen of Cups, you still love your person. You still love your twin flame and you still want to work things out with them. I feel like you're open to having a brand new beginning with your twin flame, but there is somebody toxic in your twin flame's life they need to let go of. Okay, there's possibly a third party. There could be a mother figure here as well. Some of you are also like becoming healers. You could be really launching a business here. You could be even writing a book about this twin flame journey here. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords. You know, a lot of you are transmuting this pain here that you had, this sense of betrayal, this painful situation. Just like this archangel is transmuting from one cup to another, my beautiful Cancers, you are also transmuting this energy and putting it to, you know, turning into something really educational as well. The Empress Taurus energy, you're also learning about, you know, you're really prioritizing yourself. And this is something that I've talked to you about. You know, I've talked about this with you so many times in your readings, right? Stop being a people pleaser, focus on yourself, do the things that make you happy. You know, your intuition is always on point, okay? The High Priestess here, it's always on point, it's always right. And you have the 6 of Wands. So there is something here about also you being very successful in life. Even though this twin flame situation has really affected you, but you still strive to become the best version of yourself here. 4 of Wands, I think a lot of you are wanting a very serious relationship and a marriage and commitment with your twin flame. After you both feel something together here. 10 of Pentacles, you want to build a home with this person. I think you know that this is a story that is not over yet. 7 of Cups, like I said, you might have a lot of options in front of you. Cancer, there is also something about your beauty. There is something about your presence. There is something about the way that you carry yourself. You're very beautiful. You're very magnetic. So for a lot of you, I do strongly feel like here that, you know, you have options and you have choices that you can make, but I think that you're still choosing to really think about your person. Yeah, there is a lot of contemplation going on. You keep thinking about your twin flame. There is a lot of flashbacks coming on. Sometimes you waver and like go back and forth in your mind. What's the best action to take? One of the things you like about your twin flame is their mind, okay? They have a very strong mind. They do stimulate you mentally. This is someone that really also may even make you laugh. There is something about funny about them. You're manifesting a twin flame reunion here, and you're also manifesting a text message and communication to come towards your way, which I feel like it is gonna come. Could be younger than you. That is the overall energy. Page of Wands. There is a very strong idea and also a very strong sexual energy about your twin flame. You have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. You could be, you are a Cancer. You could also have Venus in Leo. Like I'm a Leo, I have a Venus in Cancer. So, you know, you're striving for happiness. You're manifesting happiness. You don't want to be living in this place of constant despair, you know, and you know you have been very patient in this situation, so you're patiently waiting, and you know that this situation hasn't been easy. But I feel like that for a lot of you, you know your person's got to let go of somebody that's very toxic. Okay, so Cancer, let's see what is an important message. What else do you need to know? Something about medical doctors. Well, deception. You feel like that your twin flame was not honest with you. They might have been flirting. It says flirt. Maybe one of the things you've noticed was your twin flame was like flirting with someone else. They have a very like playful energy about them. It says release your ex. Okay, so they need to release their ex. It could be also you releasing your ex, because I feel like ever since you met your twin flame, you just know like that is your person. Okay, so a lot of times your ex is going to come back. A lot of you, excuse me, for many of you, your ex is going to come back, or maybe your person's ex is going to come back into their life, your twin flame's ex, and they need to make a decision here, right? You have the Two of Swords here. This is all about decision-making process in the month of like the end of February and March, of letting go of someone from the past. Someone really from the past needs to let go. It says soulmate here. Yes, this is your soulmate. Soulmate, twin flame, take it as it resonates. I know those are very two different categories, but the soulmate in this case, it really indicates like you know that this is your person here, and you have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So Cancer, there is something here about also like remaining positive and knowing that everything is going to work out, like really holding up a very positive vibration here is what I'm getting. Engagement, okay? So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I feel like for many of you, you could really be headed towards the way of committing to each other and like engaging. Okay, could be even leading to marriage here, which is going to be very significant. So let's see what is the hidden truth message here for you, dear Cancer. Beautiful reading. So I want you They still want you. They still want to talk to you. They still want to come towards you. I will wait for a sign from you. This sign could be a flower. Something about sunflower can be very significant. Horses as well. So remember that you can also send signs to your person telepathically as well, because they're afraid to contact you. The reason why they're afraid to contact you, Cancer, is maybe because the way that things ended, you know, maybe there is still this subconscious underlying thinking going on about like deception here, and they're afraid. Okay, you came closer than anyone. Yeah, you made this person feel like home. You made this person feel very special here, and I'm so attracted to you. Like I said, there is, you know, your beauty, Cancer, is not just your energy, but it's also about your looks. Okay, you have this very beautiful Venusian energy, this beauty about you, your aura that they're still constantly think about. Like literally, I can't stop thinking about you. That's exactly what I just said, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. Okay, so let's see what is an important archangel messages here for you, and what do you need to know. What is an important archangel messages for my Cancers? You can be serious. It says the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional communication, the power of love. There is a lot of love in this connection. This is undeniable. It's definitely an undeniable bond in here. Gemini energy here as well. So number 6 can be very significant. So this is a confirmation that this relationship, this person is your twin flame. And it's gonna be headed towards engagement and a very strong commitment. Here is what I'm strongly getting. Okay, let's see what is the messages of love and what do you need to know. What is the messages of love for you, dear Cancer? Okay, the messages of love for you, Cancer. You have protected. You're safe and divinely guided, right? So this is something that is very important for you to remember, because maybe you have doubted many times, but you know, you're protected. Forgiveness, it says forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. So this is about really remembering that by you forgiving yourself and your twin flame, you are doing a favor, a huge favor. You're not holding on to resentment. Your vibration doesn't get low and your frequency doesn't get low as well. Finances. Your finances are also going to be healed as well. What is an important bonus tarot card here for you as well that we need to pull? So you have Nine of Pentacles. You're looking good. You're becoming financially independent. You're focusing on what's important for you. And that is also another confirmation for you. The more you focus on yourself, the faster this relationship is going to work out. And there you are with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so dear Cancer, this is what I had for you. I hope that this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Greatly appreciate you. And we're going to move on to the next sign. Okay. So Leo, fellow Leo, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Leo, I'm going to get into your reading, okay? But I want to welcome you and I want to say thank you so much for being here. There is an important announcement about participating in a competition and potentially getting a free pull a card reading from me. You know, my fellow Leos, I don't see any issue of you going ahead and hitting that like button to support your fellow Leo, to support the channel and the community, to help me get out there and to let me know that you are not just a silent watcher, but you're also here. Okay, so you're here, you're showing your presence. So this is your twin flame journey reading that I'm doing. And remember, there is also, you know, other important message that I'm going to be pulling up, right? Hidden messages, archangel messages. What is it that you need to know? So important announcements are made in the beginning of this video. So you can also watch your sun, moon, and rising on North Node and Venus as well. So that's another important, you know, message here that I need to get it out there. I'm gonna need to put some, because it's Vegas, you know what I mean? And I need to put, my hands are washed already, it's all clean. I'm gonna need to put some lipstick or Vaseline, whatever, you know, on my mouth, okay? So, Leo, let's get into your reading and talk about your twin flame and see what is it that you need to know. There you are, Leo. The sound at the bottom of the deck. So this twin flame from February 22nd to March 22nd, what is it that you need to know, Leo, about your twin flame journey? What do you need to know? Leo, there is something here about you making peace, but whatever happens, happens. Okay, I feel like a lot of you have come to this place of like complete detachment. you know, you still love your person, you still love your twin flame, but you are not really obsessively overly thinking about them anymore. Seven of Wands, you know, this is something that you have fought for. Okay, you have fought for this peace. You have overcome a lot of mental conflicts here in your mind here. Nine of Pentacles. I think you're focused on your career, on your money, on your self-independence, the High Priestess. There is still a very strong telepathic communication between you and your twin flame. Okay, you still feel that your twin flame is somehow around your auric field. They're around you here. Like I said with the Hanged Man here, there is a very strong telepathic communication going on in here. I feel like that, you know, they could be really leaning towards moving towards your way, Leo. Yeah, communication, they could be planning a text message here. They could be sending a text message towards your way. Four of Wands, they want a relationship with you again, Leo. They want to make an offer to you here. Could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be a little younger than you, or there could be an age difference is what I'm getting. They see you being in your power right now, and there has been a major conflict, third-party situation that has happened between you and them. Okay, they know they cut you off. Okay, I feel like there was a lot of jealousy, competition from someone else about this relationship here, and there must have been third-party people and third-party situations that maybe you were not even aware of at the time. Slowly but surely, I think, Leo, they really want to move towards you and they want to make things right with you. They want to settle things right. It's been quite stressful for them. I think this Mercury retrograde is hitting them like crazy, and they're preparing an apology here. They could be sending your way. Now, there is an important decision here with the Two of Pentacles going back and forth because it feels like it's been delayed. They're going back and forth in their mind because they don't know if they approach you, how you're going to respond, okay? They're constantly having an emotional roller coaster, meaning whatever way things happen and ended between you and them, there is something about them feeling remorseful and guilty for how things has happened. They know that you know what you want. Like, you know what you want. You know what you want in a relationship, out of a relationship. So, okay, also some of them, you know, for some of you, maybe your twin flame feels like that you have moved on, or you may also feel like they have moved on from you. Okay, but let's talk more about this. So the Star, Aquarius energy, confirmation verb, they want to heal things with you. Okay, they want to heal things, move forward with you. King of Pentacles here again, very earthy energy. Nine of Wands. You know, your twin flame actually has a very wounded inner child. Their childhood, there is something about their childhood. They grew up in a very traumatic family here. Okay, I feel like they're really scared that this is something that might have ended. Like, they're afraid that you might have actually closed this chapter with them. Wheel of Fortune, I think that there is going to be another chapter and another opportunity coming in. You know, they don't know if they were to make an offer to you, will you accept this? They have a fear of rejection. Okay, your twin flame has a very strong fear of rejection. And what I'm going to say right now, your twin flame doesn't just fear of rejection from you, but in general, they don't like being rejected here. 10 of Cups. I think that in the end goal, this is what they want. They want marriage, they want commitment here. They could be also going through some financial havocs and difficulties right now. Page of Wands, I think they started a business and the business really didn't work out very well and they're very disappointed. Temperance, they're learning how to actually heal things within themselves first. Your twin flame might have been someone, Leo, that maybe they were very much focused on money and career and fame. But I think that what's really happening right now is there is some sort of a tower moment they're going through. Okay, something is collapsing and they're learning what it means to have a brand new beginning with you, especially because before they would come in, like, your twin flame was an avoidant. Okay, they wouldn't be fully committed, but now they know if they're going to make an offer to you and if they're going to come towards you with this nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands, they need to be very committed. They need to be putting all the work, all the efforts into this to be with you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Yeah, there is a desire here for a brand new beginning, but first of all, they're learning that they need to change something really profound within them in order for them to be with you. Let's talk about the Romans and Angels messages, Leo. Okay, interesting reading. And this is about a decision they're making. Deception. Some of you felt like your twin flame was deceiving you. They were not being honest with you. It says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So some of you could have dealt with someone that maybe either this person didn't have any beliefs at all, religious beliefs, or they had the beliefs were very much different. This could also mean that, you know, there's cultural factors also that were affecting this relationship. Yeah. Healing family issues here. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I think this could be you and your twin flame as well, but more so I was picking up on your twin flame's energy that they might have grown up in a very dysfunctional family where Maybe there was a divorce going on and they need to really forgive their family, you know, their family members. There's something about their mother. There's something about their father as well. Okay, forgiving and learning and letting go is what I'm getting. For yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. Leo, you see there is a unicorn here that's chained up and sitting there. You know, I think that for many of you, this twin flame journey, you might have felt like it has kept you kind of like tied up, but you're finally freeing yourself. You're finally putting yourself out there and you're not settling for less. Get ready, because there might be a chance here to have heart-to-heart conversations with your twin flame and honestly discuss with like how you actually both truly, you know, feel one another, towards one another, Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So for many of you, you might have dealt with someone that there was a codependency. Maybe this person was codependent on certain drugs, addictions, even people. There could have been even a toxic dynamic and codependency in this relationship between you and your twin flame, okay? So that is something that is also another issue here that is being addressed and healed. Now I'm going to see what is the important message here when it comes to the Hidden Truth Oracle card. Make sure to really take the messages that are resonating and come back and watch this again, because those messages are going to resonate. The energies are very strong nowadays, what I'm feeling. So I want to tell you how I feel. Like I said, they're preparing some kind of a communication, Leo, because they want to talk to you about their feelings, okay? They want to communicate with you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I think your twin flame was the one who ghosted you. Okay, your twin flame was the one who started slowly pulling back, and now they're looking back and realizing that it was probably a big mistake and it was actually very hard for them to let you go. And I lost myself for a little while. They might have lost themselves for quite a while. Maybe they lost themselves in some sort of an addiction, or maybe friend dynamic, or they listen to other people as well. I want to be more than friends. So I feel like they're also, maybe you started off being friends with your twin flame and you realized this instant connection with them. I bury myself in work to forget you. They might be working out, or maybe they might be working out a lot, or they may be working a lot just so they don't think about you all the time. Okay, I hide behind material things. This person loves material things. Like I said, there is something about money. There is something about possessions. There is something about, you know, and these are the hidden messages, right? I'm going to get into the love messages shortly. There is something here about Leo, your person constantly striving for making more money, more money, more money, more money. But it's never enough. It's not going to make them the happiest here. So they're also realizing that, you know, everything needs to be balanced out. Relationship is a relationship and material things is a material things, okay? So they're coming into terms of realization that they love you and they would like to actually work things out with you. What did I say, Leo? Okay, I left you before you could leave me. So they walked away because I think, like I said earlier, there might have been a deception here, okay? So there might have been something here that you could have found out later, but they also wanted to disappear so that you wouldn't have to find out about it, okay? So that's kind of a toxic trait and a technique that sometimes people do. So let's talk about the archangel messages here and see what is it that you need to know, Leo. What is the important message here? What is the important message for my Leos? So you have Seven of Michael, Leo. It says there is a better course of action available for you. To you, working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So, you know, when it comes to also making a decision of this twin flame journey, maybe a tarot reading will help you just to kind of tell you what like the energies are. It could be also you may be diving deep into some kind of a research. Maybe you may need to do some more research about this twin flame journey and really confirming that you are on that journey. It could also mean that you may need to ask for help. It could be you're asking your spiritual guide, or maybe talking to someone trustworthy that you trust, right? Because resources are available to you. I know that as a fellow Leo, Henry and Michael can also confirm about that as well. We like to do things on our own, right? We like to be the big boss. We are leaders. That's how we are wired. But it is okay and it is safe at times to really ask for help and ask for things and not be shy, okay, about that. So, you know, you don't have to go through this alone by yourself. So that's what I'm strongly getting here. You're being guided because you get caught up into your head a lot and you need to free yourself from that. So let's talk about the important love messages, Leo. What is it that you need to know? Messages of love. So Leo, actually this card is upside down. That's why it was looking. Hold on, Leo. There's a card here that was upside down. So anyways, I'll see that later. So what is an important message, Leo, for like messages of love? What do you need to know here? Awakening. Okay, someone is going through spiritual awakening. So Leo, messages of love, rejection. So this rejection is actually divine protection, right? So for many of you, you're really practicing this. It's like even though your twin flame rejected you or they walked away from you and they ghosted you, I think a lot of you have learned how to alchemize that and focus on your money, focus on what's important for you here and create for yourself. So it says fate, this is a destined partnership. You both are gonna still come back together. Intuition, you already know the answer that you are seeking. You have abundance, you have done the work. Yes, abundance flows to you now. So it's like you have alchemized, you have transmuted this pain into power. You could have read a book, you could have, talked about this or maybe help other people when it comes to this. And finally, interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. Like there could be a third party situation right now currently that's going on. It could be an addiction. It could also be a certain person here as well. And I feel like that whatever third party they are on, it is strictly sexual, okay? Whatever third party your person is involved with, it says it's strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. So it's not this, that is something that's not gonna last forever between your twin flame and another person, okay? So I'm gonna pull one bonus card here, Leo. One bonus card, actually two more cards here, and see what is it that you need to know, Leo. So you have High Priestess, Virgo energy. This is also about your intuition is right. You know there is a very strong telepathic communication, and it is something that it's gonna come into fruition in the world. There is a cycle here that's finally closing up. You could also be in the middle of releasing, certain people, certain things out of your life as well. And you have anchor, safety, stability, okay, fixed, enduring here. And it says long-term, stubborn, consistent. So Capricorn, astrology, planet Saturn. The anchor, right? This is about you stabilizing yourself, grounding yourself more, focusing on your own safety here first, right? Because the twin flame journey can be very tumultuous and challenging, but this is about what you do on a daily basis to focus yourself, to ground yourself before you would go out with your day. And you actually have learned how to ground yourself, and you have learned an important lesson, because Saturn here is about discipline. It's about important lessons, and you have learned that lesson, okay? So Leo, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading gave you something and it helped you. Again, if you are tuning in, you just tuned in, make sure to go ahead to hit that like button. To participate for the competition, you can go in the beginning of this video, at the very beginning, the introduction, and then you can find out about that announcement here, okay? So thank you so much for being here, dear fellow Leo. Love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Virgo, we're gonna move on to Virgs, and we're gonna see what is it that you need to know, my beautiful Virgos. I'm gonna get into your reading in a minute. Important announcement, right? So Virgo, this is going to be your twin flame reading here, okay? And we're going to see what is it that's going to happen for you and your twin flame from February 22nd to March 22nd. And also there is an important introduction announcement in the introduction section about, getting a free pull a card message here for you. So you may also want to check that out as well. Feel free to do that and let me know. Make sure to also, if you're just tuning in, to show your love, Virgo, and to give back, to go ahead and to hit that like button as well, to leave positive comments below for me to do those readings as well, okay? So we're gonna get into your reading, Virgo, and we're gonna see what is it that you need to know, Virgo. So let's start off with your reading and see what is it that you need to know, Virgo. Virgo, what's coming up for you, Virgo, during this Mercury retrograde? Okay, Mercury retrograde, it's your ruling planet. Virgo, there is something here about you with your twin flame, like you're still not talking to them, they're not talking to you. There is a lot of sadness up in the air. I'm getting here for many of you are like focused on beauty, self-care, like, you are at a place where you're like, I don't want to live in the past. Like I want to move on. Okay, there is something about you deciding to like move on from your twin flame and just like living up to the universe. Okay, so Magician, yeah. You're setting an intention to manifest, but I think that for many of you, you're not attaching to the manifestation here, you have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so for many of you, you could sometimes waver and go back if this is something truly what you want, but I think that this person and you are still have a journey to go together, your twin flame. Okay, there is something about a very painful ending here, like a heartbreak that has happened between you and your twin flame. Must have been about a separation, but I think you both still want to live with this person. You both want commitment, want marriage with your twin flame. Could be a Taurus here. Page of Cups, there is a lot of love, okay? Something about this person's style really attracts you and you really like it very much. For many of you, there is going to be a conversation here. You could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There is going to be a love offer coming in. There's going to be a conversation, okay? It could be a Leo as well. So you're dealing with someone that both of you are still, like I said, sad. Both of you are really contemplating about this ending, how this situation ended between you and them. For a lot of you, this Scorpio energy with the Judgment, there is definitely an important epiphany and a realization about what happened between you and them in the past. There is like this energy of revisiting the past conversations, looking into past text messages, past situations, and really decoding that King of Cups. There is a lot of emotions and feelings involved in this situation. I think your twin flame Virgo is very much an avoidant, okay? They still need to overcome that. This person closed off energetically. Water. Gotta stay hydrated. So I feel like your twin flame, they are very much closed off energetically. You know, they could be also drinking, or there is something about drinking, getting shit-faced, partying. Your twin flame needs to get their shit together and become really committed and really serious about like marriage and family here. Seven of Wands, and you have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like that they have some really toxic people around them that they need to let go. Okay, there is something about your twin flame realizing that they need to unfriend some people. Okay, there is really toxic influences around them. You know, I think they're actually starting to become more serious. And they're going to start thinking about their future a lot more now. There is something about maturity here, okay, justice, Libra energy, overall energy. Something here needs to be set right, okay? Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. I think that your twin flame is learning some sort of an important karmic lesson here, okay? They need to learn an important lesson. They need to really master some sort of a spiritual lesson. It's been something that they have maybe dismissed for quite some time already. And it's like the universe is teaching this lesson again and again. They have been closed up before, and I think that it's their closed off energy that is really delaying like relationships in general to work out for them. They don't talk about their feelings openly here. So you were the best thing in my life. Of course, a Virgo could be the best thing that can happen in anyone's life. So I wish I could share my good news with you. So they could be going through something, or maybe they just achieved something. There is something really exciting that's going on in their life, and they would love to share that with you. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So for many of you, you and your twin flame might have gone through some kind of a blame game, and it was a situation here that was really out of order, out of balance here. Just being near you is intoxicating. So there is something about your beauty, Virgo. There is something about your energy, just how you present yourself and how pose yourself is very intoxicating. I know I messed up everything. So there is a strong realization here from your twin flame that they're realizing that, you know, they wish things could be different, and they're feeling remorseful for how things ended between you and them as well. Now let's talk about the Romance Angels messages. What is an important message? What do you need to know, Virgo? Yeah, reconciliation. So someone from your past is returning to your life. Mercury retrograde, this hasn't come out for anyone specifically yet, but I feel like there is a very common theme for reconciliation. I feel like that they're coming back because they want to reconcile. They want to reunite with you. They want to talk to you about, you know, how things ended, how things happened, like why they also acted the way that they acted, and they're coming back to talk to you. Mercury retrograde is bringing them back to you. So pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I feel like for many of you, you still want to be very careful with your twin flame. There might have been very many moments where, you know, your twin flame came back again you guys got back together, and then on and off with you, and it's been very tiresome. So there is certain flags, red flags you need to, you know, pay attention to. Keep an open mind so things can still work out forgiving and learning here. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Virgo, I'm going to be honest with you completely. I feel like there is something here about like releasing the past, letting go of the past situations here. Trust. This situation is calling you to have faith. So I'm not saying going full force blindly back into this person and into your twin flame journey, but this is about you also saying yes to love and trusting love again, okay? Before I pull your messages of love, I'm going to see what is an important angels and archangel messages here that you need to know. And you have number 13 and it says peace. So Archangel Israel, and it says release the past, there is a more enriching future coming, let go and let God. So again, there is a very important theme here of like both of you releasing the past, healing the past, sealing that gap, right? Closing that gap and being able to move forward, because peace is what you truly want. Peace is what you want. You don't want to be in this place of having any kind of animosity with your twin flame or them having any kind of animosity towards you. So there is a very strong sense of here making things right, being just and being fair and healing things together, okay? So let's see what is the messages of love and what do you need to know. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. You know, this could mean that they're really obsessive about you. Maybe they're not really talking about it. I think your twin flame really didn't maybe tell you that exactly, but they're obsessed. Twin flame, okay? This is a divine counterpart connection. They can't stop thinking about you. And you do know that they're constantly in your energy. You can feel they're thinking about you. You can feel this telepathic communication. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. A lot of you also, need to really watch out your spending, okay? If you're feeling sad or if you're missing your twin flame or whatever is happening, sometimes shopping could be a coping mechanism. That is something that needs to be looked into. Forgiveness, again, forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Virgo, there is a very important theme here, about really letting go and forgiving. And I know that you can be very hard on yourself. It's important for you to be compassionate towards your kind self, okay? And you're protected, you are safe, and you're divinely guided. So these are the messages that I'm getting here. Children also are a very important part of this connection, so that could be another confirmation. Now let's see what is the archangel messages here and what do you need to know from the archangel messages, okay? What is an important message here? So you have 10 of Gabriel, and the message here is ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Virgo, you're a perfectionist, a workaholic. It's great to be very ambitious and to work hard, but also I strongly feel like here for many of you, you need to kind of maybe take a step back and take a short break, or maybe take a mini breaks to kind of really recuperate your energy and rest as well, okay? Be compassionate towards yourself. Finally, I'm gonna pull one more bonus card. There is another one that I'm gonna pull for you. What is an important bonus card for Virgo? Virgo. So King of Wands, yeah, this is the person you're attracting. Also, this is about vision. This is about your twin flame, right? Could be a fire sign here as well. This is about vision, about visionary. Okay, and the reason why you want to be with this person is because there is a very strong leadership skills that you feel like this person have, and you both could actually like rule the world and make things happen together. And finally, another important message here for you is you have scythe. So sudden removal, clearing, separation, breakup, warning, abrupt, cut off, shock. You need to really cut off what no longer serves you, okay? Cut off and let go of certain situations and certain connections and energies that no longer serve you. You could be surrounded by people, Virgo, who are constantly draining your energy, who are constantly take, and then really give you back, okay? So dear Virgo, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading helped and gave you some clarity. If you finish watching your reading, make sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and even Mercury as well. Okay, you can check them out to see how they resonate. The rising sign may resonate the most. And also make sure to go ahead and to hit that like button here as well for me to continue to do those readings as well. Now, we're going to move on to the next sign. We're going to move on to Libra. Libroski, how you doing? Fist bump here for all of my beautiful Libras out there. Thank you so much for being here. Before I get into your reading, Libra, I want to remind you that I made a very important announcement about participating into a competition in the beginning of this reading. So in the very beginning, in the introduction, more than welcome to check that out. Please make sure to show your support, because by you hitting that like button and leaving comments is part of the competition. Okay, so if you want to participate and get that free ask a question, get an answer reading, then you are more than welcome to participate into that, because it helps me and it also shows, you know, the community that you love seeing what you are seeing. So this is going to be your twin flame reading from February 22nd to March 22nd during the Mercury retrograde. And we're going to see what is it that you need to know. Okay, let's get into your reading, and I'm going to sip some water. Okay. So Libra, I'm also going to take a look into like the hidden messages as well. So Libra, there is something about this twin flame journey. You're finally detaching. I'm getting here a very strong sense of detachment here. You're starting to go out there more with people, more with friends, like learning how to really live freely. You know, you've been in your head a lot about this situation, but I think you were finally starting to see that everything is eventually going to work out in your favor. I'm seeing here strong fire sign energy here. You could be dealing with a fire sign. So yeah, it's been a very painful situation, very painful, unexpected ending, the way that things ended between you and your person here. 9 of Wands, I think it's been a very challenging journey to really heal. I think that for many of you, there even came a point when you said you are completely done with this situation with this person, but you're still holding on to them. You might have tried dating other people. You might have tried to go out there, meet new people, but I think, you know, it just like doesn't really connect the way that you feel like you were connected to your twin flame here. Knight of Cups. Someone who has become sober is what I'm getting. You know, this is your twin flame with the 2 of Cups. This is someone that you have a very strong sexual, erotic connection as well, is what I'm getting. Queen of Swords, you already know this. You have made up your mind that you're not going to give up on this person eventually, because that is your twin flame. A lot of you also have become very serious about your healing journey, okay? King of Swords, Queen of Swords, you have become very dedicated when it comes to your healing journey, really focusing on what matters to you. There you are, Justina, right? On top of your reading. So it's 111 on the clock right now. So for many of you, you're also really becoming very determined when it comes to your future. You could be planning about, like, you could be planning trips, travel here. You're really also coming out of your comfort zone. Here is what I'm getting. You have the 3 of Cups. You know, this reconciliation is something that's eventually going to happen. I don't know how to explain this, but there is a very strong sense of like an inner knowing. A lot of you also had trust issues with this person in the past. They didn't trust you, you didn't trust them. I feel like this is a situation that could actually turn into something much better than you anticipated. There is a third-party situation here that's got to go. The third party could be a person, it could be a geographic location. There is travel here coming up. There is relocation. There is the long-distance situation. Here is also what I'm getting. Knight of Wands, you could be dealing with someone that's either well-known and popular. I think a lot of you also have a choice here to make, to completely focus on career or still pursue this, you know, relationship here. I think a lot of you are not giving up. It hasn't been very, you don't have the, basically you're so committed to your twin flame that you haven't arrived to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm completely done with this situation and I'm over them. Hermit, Virgo energy, I think there is a lot of alchemy that's going on, Libra scheme, you know what I mean, tough cookie. There is a lot of mental alchemy. There is a lot of things you're really looking into. You're also changing your mindset, you know, after this twin flame journey, the separation that has happened. Your dreams could be sending you signals and signs. You could be seeing certain things in your dreams. The Star, you're not losing your hope. You're not losing your hope at all. There is something also about your financial security, your financial stability. Okay, with the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, you're very dedicated. You want to have a very important conversation with them. You might even want to confront them, like the way that things happen and they ended, the Tower moment and the Strength. You could have, you know, this situation could have ended with a Leo also, and the way that it ended, it caused a lot of pain. And I think that you were very disappointed with the way that they walked away from you, and you would want to talk about it. There is communication coming in, this communication, 8 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Okay, so They want to work things out with you. Could be a Leo, could be any other sign, of course, but I think that it's just very relevant in here. I think they really want to work things out. They want to cooperate. They want to take this relationship to the next level here. And there is the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Okay, brand new beginning. So let's clarify. Let's get some important hidden messages. What are the hidden messages? So I bury myself in work to forget you. They could be working a lot. They could be really like just, you know, trying to distract themselves. I want to feel that way again. Definitely, you might have made them feel a certain way here. Again, I do need a very big table, Libroski. So I'm saying very big table. So the tower fell on the ground. Very interesting. The tower fell on the ground. Okay. So you have lost myself for a little while, maybe for a long while, okay, for a long time. And there is the I feel you even though we are apart. So there is a very strong telepathic communication between you and this person, your twin flame. So many things remind me of you. You definitely must have given them a gift. I'm getting here a candle, a souvenir here, something about smelly thing, also something about like a handcraft. Maybe you made something with your hands, you created something with your hands and you gave it to your twin flame. Here is what I'm getting. And you have, I wish I had treated you better. Okay, so there is something about this person also having temperament issues that they need to really work things through. So what is an important message here that you need to know, worth waiting for? Divine timing is at work in your love life. So you've been waiting. Like I said, you are not giving up. You have made up your mind that this person, this twin flame of yours and you are both of you are going to be together. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. You're open to working things out with them. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So you know this relationship is something that can be headed towards, you know, honeymoon here. So I'm saying honey buns, okay? Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Even though this situation has been very chaotic and very difficult, but the overall energy here is what I'm getting. It's the Fool, which is an indicator of actually having a brand new beginning. You know what I mean? What is the Archangel messages here? What do you need to know, Libroski? What is the Archangel messages? What do you need to know? Seven of Ariel, it says you have invested wisely. Okay, you have invested wisely and have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So you have already planted the seed of manifestation about this relationship, about this person. And I feel like that you are really focusing on like the best outcome. I think a lot of you are also remembering that, you know, manifestation it can happen. It happens. It's already created. Creation is finished. But your 3D reality needs that time, that it's the lagging time, it's a delay. Then maybe that is reordering itself for it to happen. But you already have manifested, you already have set the intention. This could also mean for work. So if many of you also have planted some business ideas here, that's also going to blossom. Let's get the messages of love and see what is it that you need to know. And you have denial. Okay, so detach with love to clearly see the truth. Detachment, I think you've already done that. It's time to decide about this relationship. You already have done that too. And marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. Like I said, there is marriage here that's coming up and it says past life love. Your soul remember this intense connection. There is a reason why you feel like you're very much attracted to this person, you know? Let's see what is your bonus message here. What is the bonus card? What is the bonus message? Queen of Wands. So again, very fiery, passion energy. Black cat could be very significant that you're attracting to. I think slowly but surely there will be steps, you know, being made between you and your twin flame. Okay, from now until March 22nd. So this is what I had for you, dear Libra. Once again, I want to thank you so much for being here. Okay, if you're just tuning in or you tuned in, go ahead and make that like button pop up for your funny Armenian guy, and I will see you very soon. So Scorpio, my beautiful Scorpios, we're going to move on to you. We're going to see what's going on for my Scorps. Before I get into your reading for the next minute or so, I have important announcements that I want to mention. I made them in the beginning introduction of this video, so you know, feel free to check that out to see what are the requirements for a participation of a free ask a question, get an answer reading. But you need to go ahead and to hit that like button in order for you to participate into that competition, okay? And then leave positive comments below, make yourself known as well. So without any further ado, Scorpion, we're gonna get into your reading and we're gonna see what is it that you need to know about your twin flame. I'm just gonna reorder these things. Your reading starts from the moment I was, getting the cards together. So it's very important because I like to get started with you before, meanwhile I'm gathering the cards together. So, okay, so Scorpio, let's talk about your twin flame. Scorpio, let's see what is it that you need to know. I feel like a lot of you, Scorpio, there is something about you retreating from the world, retreating from the noise, going within, healing yourself. You're still going through a major healing process. I feel like a lot of you have been really just retreating from maybe friends and people and the noise and like focusing on what matters to you, focusing on what's important for you. Okay, so yeah. You're disconnecting from the noise, Six of Swords, okay? So you're disconnecting from people, circumstances, situation, noise here, because you're still healing. I'm getting goosebumps right now because you're still healing from this breakup with your twin flame, okay? Three of Swords here. Two of Wands, I think a lot of you are also looking more into the future. There has been a separation. Your twin flame and you could, both of you could come from different cultures, backgrounds. There could be some geographical, separation between the two of you, you have the Two of Cups. There is a lot of love. There is without a doubt. There is a lot of love between you and your twin flame. And I'm getting here with the Queen of Swords. There is a decision that you are making right now. You could be even just, wanting to protect yourself right now from even just in general. You're open to these messages, but you are not necessarily obsessed with anything. You're healing, okay? King of Swords, Queen of Swords. You are dealing with someone they are very analytical. They have a very strong analytical mind, and you have the Page of Swords. They could be watching you. Okay, they could be watching you, stalking you, and your twin flame is still thinking about you. They're holding on to the memories here with the Four of Pentacles. There is a very strong energy here about holding on to the past memories and past situations. There is communication. Someone here is planning a communication to come towards your way. You could be dealing with the Leo here. And you have the Knight of Swords. Your person lost their temper at a certain time. Your twin flame is someone, they have temperament issues, okay? There is a lot of love, a lot of passion. But, your twin flame also, what you showed your twin flame, they need to regulate their nervous system. Okay, before they can make an offer to you and they can come towards you and make an offer, they need to be calm. Wheel of Fortune, they will come forward to you eventually. I feel like for many of you, there will be an apology coming in, okay, from now until the March 22nd and the Knight of Cups. You have an important decision here to make when it comes to this person. That's you. King of Cups here. You do really like your person here, but you're still kind of really unsure if this is even the right moment for you to reconnect and reunite with them. Taurus energy, you have the Empress here, So there is something here about really just focusing on choosing yourself and your peace over potential chaos here. Ace of Cups. You're learning how to love yourself first. You're learning on how to focus on what's important for you, Taurus. Five of Cups. A lot of you could have those sadness. Sometimes it hits you during the day, but you have become very quick on picking yourself back up and moving forward. You have learned how to really get your energy back to yourself and really just overcome the sadness and disappointment, right? So yeah, Nine of Swords, I think it hits you at times, but that is why it's important for you to really focus on your self-healing right now, because the timing is maybe not the best right now. You have the Moon. So a lot of you, you have some doubts and fears that you're really overcoming, a lot of limiting beliefs that you're acknowledging. Nine of Wands here. There is a lot of wounds that you're working. You're doing the inner work, Scorpio. You're doing the shadow work. You're healing yourself. There is something here about you really doing so much work within you and, clearing this confusion. It's been a very confusing, difficult journey and a path for many of you in this twin flame journey. And you know that this Ace of Juicy, thick Ace of Wands is something that's going to happen anyways. But right now, your healing is a priority for you is what I'm getting, right? Before you could move forward. So the overall energy here is the Hermit, Virgo energy. And this is about also enlightenment. This is about wisdom and you using this experience as a way to actually heal. as a way to really say to yourself, what am I learning from this separation, right? How is this facilitating towards my spiritual evolution, towards my growth? So let's get the hidden messages here and see what is it that you need to know. So Scorpio, the hidden message here, it was my fault, but I blamed you. I feel like Scorpio, that's why I'm saying here, like someone really played with your emotions. There was a lot of blame games going on, okay? A lot of blame games here. Just being near you is intoxicating. I mean, duh, of course it's gonna be intoxicated. And my North Node is in Scorpio. So this person, they really, really are attracted to your energy, and especially to your sexual energy. You are very intoxicated, Scorpio. I wish I could take back my words. What did I say? Someone here was very careless with their words. Someone here said things out of anger. I'm getting here with this Knight of Swords energy. They didn't really mean it, but like they just couldn't control their tongue, okay? I hide behind material things. This person could be like a workaholic, or the important thing for them is money, or was the money, or was material possessions. You know, they can't hide from that forever, you know. I mean, they do still love you, but there is a fine line and a balance about like what is it that they need to really focus on and prioritize. And it says, I bury myself in work to forget you. Very earthy energy here. This person loves luxury, plush, soft things, money and things like that, but like they can't just constantly, you know, work. Like they have to deal with some things within themselves, and that's something that you have definitely shown to them. Now let's talk about your romance angels here, messages. I feel like your twin flame might be learning from, like, they might be forgiving their parents, and also there is something about them like letting go of certain religious beliefs and factors, releasing an ex from their life as well, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this connection is going to lead to commitment here. Children, okay, could be very important. Maybe someone who is a baby dad, a baby mommy. Separation, time apart brings a lot of clarity here, and you have past life relationship. So you've known each other before. For many of you, the reason why you haven't really, you know, also got on this person out of your mind is because you know there is a very strong connection, okay? Passion. Again, there is a lot of passion between you and this person. Like I said, that's why you're very intoxicated for them, attraction. Okay, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment. You're learning how to really be in the present moment and be mindful and be present. And at the bottom, you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So there will be a time when you and this person will come together and will work things out. And, you know, there will be a chance, at least a discussion about a chance, but give it a little bit more time. I think there is something about the month of April and May. Someone's birthday is around that time as well. Let's talk about the archangel messages before I pull the messages of love. Wow. So you have number 6, the Lovers, Archangel Raphael, and it says, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. So there is a lot of love, but also being on a twin flame journey can be a very, very challenging and a tumultuous and a difficult journey to go through. So there is a lot of love indeed, but also this has a lot to do with, you know, recognizing when those commitments are being made, they need to be made from a very solid place, you know, and that's why also there's choices that are needed to be made, that are needed to be made from heart, not just from logic, not just from past experience. So this is a confirmation here, okay? You both are really great lovers together. And finally, I'm gonna put the messages of love right now. I'm gonna pull some messages of love, Scorpio, for you. Let's see what's going on. So messages of love, Scorpio. You have new love or recommitment to love is developing. So you and this person are going to have a chance here to recommit to one another. Chemistry, okay, so chemistry, the attraction you feel is very mutual, and you have past life love. This is the second time it's coming out. Your soul remembers this intense connection. You also have that coming out from this deck as well, okay? So past life love connection, you've known each other before, and you have unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. They don't, you know, they're thinking about maybe reaching out, whatever, but their unavailability has a lot to do with their avoidant habits and them realizing they need to bring balance between their love for material stuff and their love for you. Okay, because it can sometimes be overpowering them. And children are important to this partnership, so there could be also single parents here as well. Okay, someone here might have a child as well. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. So this is another important message here. I feel like that really is going to conclude that, right? A lot of times with the twin flame journey, there is this runner and chaser dynamic, and when that happens, it can be challenging, but it also brings a lot of clarity. What is an important bonus message here for you? Two of Wands. You know, this is about a vision. I feel like you're also getting out of your comfort zone. Three of Pentacles. So bonus message, okay, twin flame reading, but I feel like for many of you, you could be walking away from a job or from a situation that no longer serves you. And you could be either thinking like bigger horizons, bigger opportunities, international traveling, international work, working with other people from different cultures and backgrounds, and expanding your horizons and going beyond borders, okay? That is something that I'm seeing here for you. And one more bonus card, Scorpio. You have Snake, yeah. So enemy, deceit, cheating, jealousy, and envy, lust, treachery, setback, temptation, astrology, Scorpio. And we just came out of the Snake of the Year. So it is the year of the Snake. So it is important for you to really realize, Scorpio, who are you trusting, right? That's your card, Mars energy. You know, be very vigilant at all times, who you are trusting, who you are telling your secrets, who you are talking about with your, you know, who you are talking to about your twin flame journey in general. It's very important for you to really recognize that, because you have people who are jealous of you, okay, frenemies, even people who don't want to see you succeeding, who are full of deceit and jealousy. Okay, you're always envied, Scorpio, because of your intensity. So just watch out for that, okay? So Scorpio, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and hit that like button and let me know. I'll see you in the comments section. Love you so much, okay? So we're gonna move on to Sagittarius, my fellow fire sign cutie patootie. Sagittarius, I'm starting your reading in a minute, but before I'm doing that, I want to let you know that you are more than welcome into this space. Thank you so much, dear Sagittarius, for being here. I know that even without me reminding you, you already have gone ahead and you already hit that like button and also leave some positive comments in order for you to participate for a competition about a free reading. Okay, all the details are described and discussed and announced in the introduction section of this video. So without any further ado, we're gonna start off your reading, and I want to say thank you so much for being here. Okay, dear Sagittarius, this is gonna be a twin flame reading. The timeline is basically from February 22nd to March 22nd. Okay, during the Mercury retrograde period. So it's going to be very important for you to listen the entire reading here, watch your sun, moon, and rising, and see what are the important messages that you need to know, okay, when it comes to this situation. So Sagittarius, let's get into your reading and see what is it that you need to know about your twin flame. Sagittarius, what do you need to know? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what do you need to know? Sagittarius, there is something here about you really being super optimistic and positive about this person, about this twin flame. I think you have come to a point where you have forgiven. I really see here a very happy, jubilant, jubilee, funny, like a very full of joy, Sagittarius, confirmation verb, sprinkle, sprinkle, Sagittarius. Okay, there is something about you like knowing everything is eventually going to work out between you and them. I think the ending was quite painful though, okay, can't deny that. Page of Wands could be someone that's younger than you, could be another fire sign, Wheel of Fortune. You know, you both are destined to be together here. I think that for many of you, you know, your life is changing. Your life is constantly changing at a very fast pace here, Sagittarius, Two of Cups. Okay, there could be communication coming in from your twin flame towards you, or maybe from you to your twin flame. This is a relationship and a romance of a lifetime here. You have the Six of Pentacles. So this is about a very strong partnership. I think in the past, one of the reasons why you and your twin flame had a fallout was because maybe one side was giving more than the other side was giving. Okay, so there was something here was out of balance here. Someone here could have had a very caught off energy, strong caught off energy, Libra energy. Someone cut you off. Maybe you cut someone off. There also could have been some legal matters here involved here. Yeah, there was a huge conflict with your twin flame, major conflict, okay? Misunderstanding multiple people, even people from your friends, their friends, co-workers, family members, like a lot of confusion here that happened, and the situation here came to an end. For many of you with the Page of Swords, you could be watched, okay, Sagittarius? This person, your twin flame, could still be watching you, and they could be, you know, really interested into knowing what is it that, you know, you're doing, what you are up to. You're being watched. There you are, Sagittarius. You're being watched constantly is what I'm getting on social media or maybe through different outlets. Queen of Wands, I think you're really also stepping into your vision. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You know, for many of you, you're also cutting off the toxicity and the liars out of your life. Now, you did have a lot of trust issues with your twin flame. There is something about here you losing your trust towards them because you felt like they were hiding something from you. They were not being honest towards you. That's why there was a tower moment here that happened. This situation very unexpectedly came to an end. And ever since then, it's been very difficult for you to really fully move forward. You have made progress, but I think that you don't feel like you are where you really need to be, okay? Because a lot of you with the Two of Swords are still contemplating, you're still questioning if you and your twin flame will end up being together here. So you have the Taurus energy here. There is something about a mother. So you could be a single mother now, or maybe someone here is a mother. Okay. Now, King of Swords, the person you're dealing with, they're very analytical. Okay. It's like you both tend to be kind of the opposites, but also like the opposites attract one another is what I'm getting. Four of Cups. You might have tried dating other people, Sagittarius, but you can't really seem to get over the past, over the fact that you really feel like you have a very strong connection with this person, okay? 10 of Wands, you are done with dating life, you are done with dating apps, you are done with like just trying to, you know, express yourself to the wrong people and, you know, in general, go out there and just meet some people off of apps. That's what I'm getting, okay? You just know that you and your twin flame are on the way back to being together. You tried dating life. Is literally, this is a message that's coming to me, and it just hasn't worked out. Five of Pentacles. You constantly tend to like meet people who are very insecure, and you don't like that, okay? You don't like insecure people here. You're praying for a reunion. You could also start going out more with your friends. You're starting to really also get out of this isolation. Some of you have been in isolation for quite some time, okay? 9 of Wands, setting some boundaries with people. You're really also planning about travels. There is something about travel plans. You're making really important plans. Stop stressing out about the past, Sagittarius. I think this situation is going to work out. Your intuition is on point with the High Priestess, and you have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, you're also learning on how to really turn the volume of the noise down and meditate. Focus on yourself, do a lot of breath work, focus on your well-being here, okay? And do the things that actually make you happy, and stop putting other people on a pedestal. This is about your life. You're closing chapters, you're closing doors of the people from the past that no longer serve you as well. Let's see what is the hidden messages here and what do you need to know, Sagittarius. Okay, you're reading literally, this was like intuition was like one point. I don't know. It was very like just flowing. So you have, I want to be more than friends, right? So maybe you started off with being friends with this twin flame of yours, but it turned into something really more romantic and serious. I hid who I really am from you. Maybe this person had addictions or certain habits here. I'm afraid to contact you. You could be currently in a no contact situation. I think one of the reasons why your twin flame might be afraid of contacting you is because they don't know what you could be really saying or doing, because they can't almost, you have become very unpredictable for them, okay? You came closer than anyone. You made this person feel like home. You made this person feel like very special. I'm so attracted to you. You're someone, Sagittarius, that there is something about your looks and something about your energy. There is something about your eyes and your hair, like you're very attractive here, okay? I feel you leaving me behind. So the only thing they could feel is you being really detached, right? They feel like you have forgotten about them, you don't want to hear about them anymore, but they don't know that you truly love them. But you have also created this energetic aura, like this barrier around you, that you're not really letting, like energetically speaking, anyone to come close to you. You know what I mean? Okay. You have, I wish I had treated you better, you know, and you came closer than anyone else, and I look for you everywhere. So there could be a lot of signs and synchronicities. They could be they could go out on dating apps and try to see if there is anyone that's going to match them, and they just can't seem to find the match, you know? So let's see what is the important message here. Stay optimistic. Yeah, you're staying optimistic about your love life internally. I think that you are really changing your mindset. You're really embodying that Jupiterian energy. And also you're not announcing anything to other people. You're learning to finally love yourself first, Sagittarius. Self-respect makes you more attractive. And true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So this is what you had with this person before and it came to an end. There's something about a honeymoon, planning a honeymoon together, going like to a body of water here, playful. There is gonna be a moment where you're gonna actually get back together and like getting back to know each other again. Here is what I'm getting. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Someone here could have had codependency issues. Codependency also could be like to drugs, addictions, alcohol, and certain things here, right? That need to be looked into. So could have been also dysfunctional family issues here that could have also affected this relationship as well. So I just wanted to double check something here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, the camera, yeah. Everything looks good. We are snatched. So we have King of Gabriel. Yeah. So the message here from your archangels and angels is King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that lead to success, genuine concern for others. You know, you're someone that you're super generous, Sagittarius, okay? Super generous, super kind. I think it's very important for you to really like watch out for who you are giving your energy to and who you're really sharing even your body with. Okay, there is something here about you keeping your eyes on a bigger picture, right? And your bigger picture here is just knowing that this healing is something that's gonna pay off big time to you and to this person. What is an important love message here that you need to know? What is an important messages of love that you need to know? Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. That's why I said in the beginning, they're afraid to contact you here. Balance. This is something I mentioned in the very beginning of your reading. One person is giving too much in this relationship. You need to, Sagittarius is about balance. I know you get way too excited and you just give, but you are actually depleting yourself, okay? And you have true love. So this true love, this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. That's why you know this is your twin flame. And second chance, this relationship deserves a second chance, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have abundance. You have done the work. Abundance flows to you now. Because you have done a lot of healing within yourself and you've removed a lot of mental blockages, your money, there's something also about your money being healed as well. Sagittarius, let's see what is an important bonus message here that you need to know. So Queen of Cups, this is about you protecting your emotions, your feelings, you know, and remembering that, you know, you don't have to make yourself vulnerable just in front of everybody, okay? They have to be the right person. And finally, the final bonus message here is bouquet, okay? So it says bouquet. A bouquet, a gift, joy, beauty, happiness, blossoming, appreciation, invitation, and it says attention. So Jupiter, astrology, Virgo, Jupiter, that is your planet. So you could be receiving a bouquet, flower, or a gift from them. Okay, and you are blossoming because we're also moving into the season of spring. So Sagittarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading helped you and it gave you some clarity, thank you for being here. As a reminder, you are more than welcome to participate in the comments in the competition. You can check out the first announcement that I made in the first 5 minutes and go ahead and hit that like button, okay? So we're gonna move on to the next sign. Thank you for being here, Saggy. We're gonna move on to Capricorn. How you doing, dear Capricorn? Thank you so much for being here. This is where your reading is starting, okay? This is the moment where your reading starts. This is for every single sign. So Capricorn, this is gonna be your twin flame reading. And in the beginning of this video, in the introduction section, which is only 5 minutes, I made an announcement about participating into a competition. You all know I do competitions. I did it for your sign as well. For you to get a free ask a question, get an answer reading. So it's gonna be important for you to watch all the way through. And in order for you to participate, you need to show your appreciation and go ahead and hit that like button to show your presence here into the channel in order for me to come and to do those readings for you, okay? So we're testing the waters, we're doing this now, and I need to see a certain amount of engagement here. on these all signs readings so that I can come out here and I can give you those readings. Otherwise, they will be behind the paid wall, which is going to be the membership. I still do those readings on membership side, but I wanted to give this out because it's Mercury retrograde and the energies are all over the place. Let me get some water. So Capricorn, let's get into your reading and see what is it that you need to know. So Capricorn, your twin flame. There is something about dream, okay? Your twin flame recently visited you in your dream state. I'm getting here, either you visited them or they visited you here. So justice, there is a situation here that needs to be set right, Libra energy. This is specifically, they visited you because of this relationship. You could have visited them as well. There is something about here, astral projection, lucid dreaming, okay? You could be dealing with someone that's well-known, or maybe you are very well-known, okay? So Capricorn, are you surprised? Definitely not. There you are with the devil, which is the card of a Capricorn, okay? You're definitely on your twin flame's mind here. They're definitely planning about the future, planning something about you. You're also planning about the future, but you can't seem to really separate your twin flame from your future is what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Five of Pentacles, I think you have overcome some sort of a self-abandonment wound. Capricorn, this is you and your person. Neither of you are currently maybe dating, or maybe even if there is dating going on, if you're meeting someone, they're meeting someone, there is constant argument and there is constant fights going on, because I feel like there is a lack of like appreciation. Someone here is doesn't feel appreciated in their connection with someone, and there is the Page of Swords. You could be stalked and watched. Maybe they're also watching you. You're watching them. Sagittarius energy. You know, I feel like that what you are really learning right now, dear Capricorn, is protecting your peace. Things have been very chaotic. I think there has been a very major separation between you and your person. You are dealing with someone, your twin flame is someone who is a visionary. There is a lot of fire energy about them. They may come across as being very confident. They may come across as being very, like, they got it all together. But I think behind the closed doors with the Nine of Swords, your twin flame could be actually having and shedding some tears here, because they're still holding on to the memories with the Four of Pentacles and the times that you both of you spent together, especially after the Tower moment. Okay, there is something here about a very unexpected ending, situation here coming to an end. And the Chariot, you know, I think that it's been very challenging. There is a very strong Cancer energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. There you go. So for many of you, this has been a very challenging situation, because there is something here about not feeling worthy and not feeling chosen. Someone here is struggling with their self-worth here. Could be you, could be them. Okay, going back and forth. You're still undecided about this situation. You're still, Capricorn, going back and forth in your mind when it comes to your twin flame, because you feel like you both are meant together. With the High Priestess, there is something about intuition. Intuitively speaking, you know that maybe your twin flame wasn't telling you something, or they were not telling you the truth. They could have hidden some sort of a third-party situation from you in the past, is what I'm getting. Also, your twin flame was maybe having their eyes elsewhere as well. So I'm just seeing here like a little bit of a player type here that you dealt with. Okay, juggling between you and another person, maybe also with work and stuff like that. So those were the things that you feel like you dealt with. Your person, there was a lot of inconsistency. There was a lot of on and off energy here. Okay, hot and cold is what I'm getting. There is definitely a lot of nostalgic memories popping up right now and in this season with the Six of Cups. So this is about past memories, nostalgia, a lot of memories coming up. And there is something about here disconnecting from chaos, moving on. Could be also disconnecting from toxic family members, or from chaos, or from a very chaotic workplace. It could be you, it could be your twin flame as well. Hangman, Pisces energy. So this is about seeing things from a much enlightened, much different perspective as well. And the Sun, Leo energy. Something here is definitely being eliminated. I think that someone here is realizing that true happiness is not just in material things. It's not just, you know, outworldly things. True happiness comes from within. So that is something that you're also learning, and so is your person. There is a sense of cooperation. There is a strong sense of willingness to make something work here out, is what I'm getting. Seven of Wands. However, there is also a lot of challenges that are currently being presented to you and your twin flame before you guys would move forward. Those challenges could be internal conflicts with the Five of Wands, okay? Internal conflicts, maybe there is still an ongoing drama going on, or this situation, the way that it ended on a very dramatic line, dramatic note. I don't know, I was saying land. I don't know, maybe the land, whatever, something about the land. Now, overall energy here is disconnecting and healing, okay? Meditating, doing a lot of introspection. At the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. I think there has been a lot of heated moments between you and your twin flame in the past. Okay, a lot of heated moments, fighting, arguments, conflicts with the Five of Swords and Five of Wands. You know, you both mirrored a lot of things back to back. You both are very, very similar, but also very different in different ways. But I think that you felt like you met your twin flame already. Now, hidden messages is I'm not available, and this could be you. Okay, this could be you not available, this could be them not available. Someone here could be constantly working to make themselves busy. I knew exactly what I was doing. So I think that, you know, there was something that was being done behind your back, Capricorn, that they knew what they were doing. They were supposed to tell the truth, okay? Again, what did I just say? I bury myself in work to forget you. And the timing just wasn't right for us. So you could have actually met your twin flame. You met your twin flame, but I think that the way that things developed and how fast things progressed with your twin flame, it wasn't the best timing. It wasn't maybe even the right environment. I want to tell you how I feel. So there is a desire here. There is both sides of this person. They're not available, but they would want to tell you how they actually feel, okay? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So someone here let someone go, and I think that that was not an easy decision here to be made. Could have been you, could have been them. But I feel like that someone here also is making the efforts and becoming a better person and becoming a better version of themselves, okay? Finding out the truth crushed me. So something about finding out the truth, maybe there was something that was also revealed, okay? So let's talk about the Romance Angels messages here and see what is it that you need to know. So the Romance Angels messages, finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there is this balance that you're creating for yourself, Capricorn. You're not letting this situation to overpower you. Money is very important as well, right? So a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You have a choice here to make. Honestly, you could be literally also meeting someone here, so you go back and forth. For yourself, see, there is a unicorn. It's time to take back control of your life. Capricorn, you know, it's okay if if whatever way you are feeling, it's more than okay. You're allowed to feel the way that you are feeling. But, you know, Capricorn, you sometimes tend to go through very silent and quiet depressions and you don't tell anyone about it. But it's important for you to find an outlet for you to really release that energy, transmute that energy. Here is what I'm getting, okay? So new person is something that, you know, you could be looking into. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Some of you maybe grew up in a very dysfunctional family, or your twin flame grew up in a dysfunctional family. There could have been divorce that might have happened that could have really shaped the subconscious mind in regards to certain behavioral patterns. And it's like you tend to attract certain people, but you know, with your twin flame, it's a different energy, and you and your twin flame are actually going to be having a heart-to-heart conversations here together. It is all about staying optimistic about your love life. You know, your parents' story, your friend's story, whatever happened, or your ex, you know, that you were with, the relationship that happened, that story doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be your forever story. You know what I mean? So let's get into your archangel messages here and see what is it that you need to know. Capricorn, peace is what you want, okay? Peace. Number 13. Archangel Azrael, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. This is about working with the divine, cooperating with the universe, and really just creating that peace, right? Like I said, a lot of you want peace. You're a Capricorn. You are not someone that is just going to sit there and entertain drama. You want peace, you want harmony, you want calm, you know what I mean? So that's why it's going to be very important for you right now to focus on your inner strength and really disconnect and just take a break, because there's also a lot going on in the world right now, especially during this Mercury retrograde. So you're going to focus more on meditation and even breath work as well, okay? There is something about releasing the past and letting go. So let's get into the bonus message here. What is it that you may anticipate before I see the messages of love? Knight of Wands. They could be coming towards your way eventually. Okay, there is this decision here, because this is a story that's gonna have another beginning. It's just about closing the chapter here. Messages of love. What do you need to know? Messages of love for Capricorn. So you have addiction. An addiction is affecting this relationship. Someone here is going through, excuse me, an addiction here. Someone is overcoming an addiction. It could be mentality thinking. It could be a certain behavioral habit is what I'm getting, okay? And that is something that also maybe affected this relationship before as well. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself and another will help you move forward here. You have boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. So I feel like you're really doing, like setting some boundaries right now. You know, you're not even letting other people to take your time away from you. Your time is like a hot commodity for you, okay? So you're becoming very observant and very careful who you really share your time with. Decision, there will be a time when you will eventually make this decision, okay, about this relationship. So listen, okay, another love message here is this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson, and that is, I think, something that you're really mastering and you're learning, especially when you're taking a break and you're going within yourself and you're learning on how to disentangle, right? You're learning how to really navigate through this situation here. We already pulled that card right over there, and I'm going to pull one last card for you, and we're going to close off your reading, Capricorn. So you have coffin, completion, transformation, death, ending, painful change. It says grief, defeat, Leo, astrology, and planet Pluto. Okay, wanting to take a look at that. You know, this is about putting the past, nailing the nail, like hitting on that nail onto the coffin and completing this transformation. Because again, this transformation can lead to either a brand new beginning or maybe completely releasing your twin flame. It could be either way. You have free will that you can decide on what is it that you need to do. This is the energy that I'm feeling up for you, Capricorn. You could be, I could be talking to two different groups of Capricorns. Some of you want to have a brand new person. Maybe you're exploring a brand new relationship. Some of you still want to just transform and heal things and put the past into the coffin and move forward, okay, with this person. So this is what I had for you. Thank you so much, dear Capricorn. If you have watched up until this point, then you know that you need to hit that like button to leave positive comments to participate in the free reading competition. So thank you for being here. Appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. So we're going to move on to the unicorns of the zodiac, Aquarius. Happy birthday to all of my beautiful Aquarians out there. Your reading starts right now. If you want to participate into a free ask a question, get an answer reading, then I already made an announcement about that in the beginning of this video. So you're more than welcome to check it out. It's going to be in the introduction section. Okay, the timestamps are going to be pinned into the comment section, and you're more than welcome to check it out. But you need to go ahead and hit that like button and also comment below under the video so that I know that you are participating, you are seeing, you're hyping, in order for you to be eligible to participate into that competition, okay? So Aquarius, this is going to be your twin flame reading during this Mercury retrograde. And I know that, your birthday is kind of like over pretty much now, but still, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. And, this Mercury retrograde can be a challenging time, right? But we need to prepare for this. So we're going to see what is it that you need to know about your twin flame journey. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius during this season here? What do you need to know? Aquarius, there is something here about balancing things, bringing balance into your life. I feel like your twin flame here might possibly be still involved with the third party situation, and that's something that's been really bothering you. But you're also learning on how to fully detach and just give it to the universe. Eight of Wands, there is a lot of desire for communication. You want to talk to your twin flame. Okay, there is a desire here. There could be even communication coming in. I feel like that this twin flame of yours, if they are in a third party situation, that third party is going to come to an end. There could be a tower moment here is what I'm getting. Wheel of Fortune, because this is a fated relationship that they're meant to be with you. Your twin flame with the King of Cups, they like you. Okay, they really do like you a lot. But there is something that has happened in the past that they were unable to offer you that new love here, or they offer you that love. Seven of Pentacles, an overthinker is what I'm getting. Your person with the Moon, Cancer energy. I feel like your twin flame has a lot of limiting beliefs about marriage and about commitment. Judgment. They're judging their relationship right now that they're on with. You could be also having some sort of an epiphany and a realization about your person. Yeah, Five of Swords. Something is going down in your twin flame's love life. If they are with a third party, something is going down. They're either getting into an argument here. You could be dealing with the Leo. okay, the strength here. So they could be going through some sort of a separation here. They could be going through, you know, some sort of a challenge in their life right now. And the Knight of Wands. So they know they maybe if they chose to be with someone else, and because of their player tendencies, they ended up with someone that was not a good person. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Hangman, Pisces energy. So I feel like your twin flame is actually waking up to some sort of a realization. There is something here that is awakening within them, Aquarius, and they're getting ready to talk about the truth. They're getting ready to talk about something really significant. You're manifesting your twin flame back into your life. You're setting an intention, you're meditating, you're doing a lot of breath work here. Is, you know, stop doubting your manifestations. Literally, stop doubting that you can create what you want. Two of Wands, there is something here about international energy. There is something here about also being from two different parts of the world, you know, international, like languages and something like that. Two of Pentacles, there is this, a lot of things are up in the air is what I'm getting, okay? In this person's life is what I'm getting. So the Six of Cups is a person from the past. What are we gonna do, Aquarius? This happened during Libra's reading as well. Okay, Six of Cups. Actually, if I'm gonna get up, then I'm also gonna get a pineapple juice. So, because I have been here for almost 2 hours straight. So hold on, Aquarius, I'll be right back. So that is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups talks about, you know, past person, memories, and things like that. Like there is a lot of flashbacks. There is a lot of memories coming up. Okay, I need to get this pineapple juice. I don't know. I got it from Trader Joe's. Okay, I know you're not gonna judge me, so I'm saying, so I need to hydrate as well because I've been here for 2 hours. So there is something about here, okay, with the Six of Cups. If you look at this picture for a moment, that's a good technique. Memories, past life love connection here, okay? You and this person feel like you both have been together in the past. The Devil, there is a very strong soul tie together, very strong soul tie. You know, there's also something here about like the third party, you know. There is a lesson here why your twin flame has been following you here for lifetimes already. This is about healing things about the past and moving forward into the future together here. Page of Wands could be someone that's actually a little younger than you. Not a King of Pentacles, business-oriented person. Seven of Cups. I think that they're confused right now. There is confusion going on. They want to talk to you about it. I feel like they know you could be the best person they could talk to. Sagittarius energy. And there is something also about healing, okay? The Sun here is again. So again, Leo energy here coming up twice. They really want to come back to you because they feel like you could be the only person that they could form a family with, okay? So let's get into the hidden messages and see what is it that you need to know, Aquarius. What is a hidden message? What is a hidden message? And you have a hide behind material things. So like I said, this person could be a workaholic, or they like to work and they're constantly working and accumulating stuff here. I will wait for a sign from you. So maybe you could send them a, you know, either a signal, or you could literally like write a letter. You could like write a letter and like tie it up on a pigeon's leg and like send it to them if you want to. Okay, I pigeon here a message. They're waiting for a telepathic message. I know I messed up everything. They ended up being with your third party situation, Aquarius, and that really ended very bad. Like I said, you made this person feel like home. You came closer than anyone. You really made this person feel like very safe, you know what I mean? And I couldn't let you get close to me. So there was a wall. Like your twin flame had a wall, and they couldn't really let you get close to them. And it has a lot to do with their upbringing, is what I'm getting. And we will be together again. Okay, so like I said, this is something that's where it's gonna go to. Now we're gonna talk about the Romance Angels messages. And you have let go of control issues, Aquarius. Just got to give it up to God. Here is what I'm getting, like give it to the universe and let this situation naturally flow. Romantic feelings. So there is definitely a lot of feelings going on. Someone's mask is falling off. I think your twin flame could be involved in a situation where like there is deception going on. Soulmate. twin flame, soulmate, unrequited love. Your person is in a connection right now where that love is not reciprocated. It's very unrequited, whatever. It's just not reciprocated. There is not enough chemistry in it. The biggest lesson from this connection, dear Aquarius, is really about learning and forgiving. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment, right? So give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. There is going to be a time when you and your twin flame are actually going to work things out together, is what I'm getting. Let's get the archangel messages, and I'm going to pull the messages of love and see what is it that you need to know. What is an important message, Aquarius? This pineapple juice was so good, not from concentrate. So 9 of Raphael, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Wow. Wow. It says, you know, there is a genie here, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time for life. And that little dog is so cute. I don't know if that's, do you call it an Australian Shepherd? Is that an Australian Shepherd? Is that from the Lendananda? That's how they say in Australian, right? So make a wish, Aquarius, because you're manifesting, okay? The magician here, right? As above, so below. Dreams become reality. Powerful, beautiful. So let's talk about the messages of love and see what is it that you need to know, Aquarius. What is an important message for you? Okay, so you have regret. Yeah, someone here feels remorse for the way they treated you. Definitely the way that things ended, I think it was very, very unpleasant. Unplug, working less will have strengthened your relationship, and you have obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. So they may not admit that. I think they never really admitted that to you, but there is definitely a certain level of obsession here. Your person is also getting a warning not to dismiss the red flags that they're in a relationship with. Children are important to this partnership. There could be children involved in here. Aquarius, you're also learning how to set boundaries. You know what I mean? How to set boundaries, how to really be very specific when it comes to, like, I know you have a very huge heart and you like to help people and everyone, but I think you're also learning when it comes to love and relationships, they need to prove 100%, okay? So as a bonus message here is the world. I feel like this is a transformation, okay? This is a transformation. This is leading to a brand new chapter here. There is a tower moment here. In order for a brand new beginning here to happen, it is very important for a tower moment to take place. Hold on. So it's also about travel. You could be traveling in the near future as well. Finally, Aquarius, the other last message here that I'm going to get for you. It is scythe, right? Scythe, whatever. So clearing, separation, warning, abrupt, cutoff, shock, sudden. Yeah, this is about your twin flame. They're going through a major transformation, even dark night of the soul. There is a cutting off energy and a separation that's happening if they're in a third party situation. It's not going to resonate with everyone. So Aquarius, unicorn of the zodiac, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, make sure to show your support and participate into the competition with your comments. So this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. We are gonna move on to my dear Pisceanas. Happy birthday, dear Pisces, and thank you so much for being here. While I'm gathering all of your cards here, your reading starts now, okay? So there is an important announcement that I made, dear Pisces, about participating into a competition to get a free ask a question, get an answer reading. I discussed about that in the beginning of this video, so you're more than welcome to check out about that. For you to give back to me and to the community, to the world, to help this video go out there even more, I need to see a lot of thumbs up, likes, and comments for the video, okay? For the technical purposes, this is only, that's what you can do, and I would really appreciate that, so please make sure to do that. And that way you're showing me your love and your appreciation while I'm gonna pull some nice Ace of Wands for you. Okay, so Pisceana, let's get into your reading and see what is going on in your birthday season. Wish you all the best in regards to your twin flame journey, and it's gonna be also the Mercury retrograde. So let's see what is it that you need to know, dear Pisceana. Pisces, let me get some more pineapple juice. You could be drinking the juice right now too. So Pisces, there is something here about healing. Okay, I think your twin flame is ready. They're ready. They're ready for you is what I'm getting. They're ready for healing. They're ready to connect with you is an important message. The Death card, transformation. There has been a major transformation that has taken place. Someone's mindset is changing. Someone's mind is like becoming healed is what I'm getting. There is an important healing that's taking place. Queen of Swords, important decision-making process. Some really important decisions are making. Someone is really learning how to set their mind free. There is a chapter that's actually coming to an end in your twin flame's life, in your life here. Yeah, a painful chapter of this ending that happened with the Ten of Swords, because I think that ending was very difficult. It was very challenging for a lot of you here. You have the King of Pentacles. So there is something here about grounding. Okay, you have been grounding yourself more, maybe connecting with Mother Nature as well. You have gone through a lot. You could still be going through some kind of a tower moment. You know, when this is an indication and a confirmation for you, dear Pisces, that you are letting go of what no longer serves you, okay? Holding on to these new beliefs here, and also you're removing yourself from conflicts, dramatic people who are causing drama here. Eight of Wands, you're taking action towards your healing as well. For many of you, there is this separation that has happened between you and your twin flame, and they're gonna drive to you. There is something about someone driving to see you, coming towards your way. I don't know why you're still, I mean, I know, but there is no need to really stress out about this, because they're coming towards your way. Queen of Wands. This person is someone that's very visionary, very attractive. You really do connect with your twin flame on a very deep level here. Ten of Wands, letting go of the past hurts, letting go of the past, you know, there is a situation that's done. Okay, this could be also in regards to with someone's father is what I'm getting. So Three of Pentacles, there is something about workplace environment change here is for some of you. Now, when it comes to your twin flame, I think there is going to be another chapter opening up. You're going to enter into a relationship with your twin flame, and you're going to need to make sure that your twin flame and you are all both on the same page. There is like no breadcrumbing going on, you know what I mean? There is no like questions if they're going to be invested into this relationship or not. The Moon, you're going to see your twin flame in your dream. I think, you know, there is a lot of memories that are being held onto. They're holding on to the memories. You're holding on to the memories as well. So there is an apology here that is supposed to happen. I think that apology, there you go. That apology is going to lead to that nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands. And you know, you and your twin flame are going to work things out together is what I'm getting. So very powerful energy here. They're going to walk away from something. They're going to disconnect in order for them to bring you that nice juicy Ace of Wands. I mean, this is literally hasn't really come out. This hasn't maybe come out for two signs. This is sitting on top of your reading. So you got the Ace of Wands here again. Your person has, your twin flame, you know, they're very analytical. They're very slow moving. This person moves very slowly. They're very calculated. It's giving earthy energy, you know, fire energy also here. So I feel like a lot of you are realizing that, you know what, there is always an opportunity here. There is always going to be a chance. I just need to be patient. You're doing a lot of healing. Yeah, there is going to be a comeback. Six of Cups. Anytime you see the Six of Cups, this is an indicator that this person is coming back from the past and there is going to be an opportunity to heal things together. The Strength, Leo energy. You both feel like you both have had a past life together. There is a very strong chemistry between you and this person, okay? And the overall energy is the Seven of Cups. Right now, there is a decision-making process. I also feel like a lot of you are going to come out of this situation very victoriously. Let's get into the hidden messages and see what are the hidden messages. What is it that maybe you thought you didn't know, maybe you thought you knew, but let's talk about that right now. The hidden messages, it was my fault, but I blamed you. I feel like, you know, it's a very common theme for the twin flames that there must have been some sort of blame game going on, okay, and someone here is feeling remorseful for that. I can't stop thinking about you. I feel like that your twin flame is really heavily thinking about this connection here. Just being near you is intoxicating. So there is definitely a very strong attraction towards you. There is something about your looks, Pisces. There is something about your energy and your care and the way that you carry yourself that they're very attracted to. I'm so attracted to, exactly. And this is a very thick deck, you know what I'm saying? So very strong physical attraction, emotional, spiritual, mental connection here with you. I replay our conversations over and over. So they could be going through text messages, Pisces. They could be really rereading the old messages. And you know, just remembering the good old days together here with you that they had. I want to be more than friends. You know, they would want to come back, and maybe this is also how things started off with this person. Your twin flame, it was like on a friendship level, but it's like you just have this, because you have a very strong intuition, you had this very familiar feeling about them. I regret lying to you, so there is something about them feeling remorseful for like lying to you and not being, you know, not telling you the truth. I'm starting to understand our connection. So they're starting to really see that, you know, the way that behave, the way that, I'm going to use this one right now, the Romance Angels, the way that they behaved, I think that back then they didn't have the maturity and the understanding. So let's see what is the Romance Angels messages here. What do you need to know? Okay, so you have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this is going to lead to some sort of a commitment here. You deserve love. I think a lot of you are also starting to really change your self-concept, change your mind. There is something about Pisces, your worth and your value, and not letting anyone or anything to decide that for you, okay? Free yourself. So it's time for you to take control of your life. You know, see how this unicorn is tied up, right? You know, it's also your mindset that you are very unique. When you enter into a relationship, you love in a very different way, in a very deep way. And you know, the message here is what I'm getting is for you. It is safe for you to love, open your heart, and give, receive the highest energy of all. So Pisces, many of you have gone through maybe different breakups and separations, and it has affected you in a way that you maybe you feel like you don't want to trust anyone again, you don't want to get into love again, but that's changing, that's transforming. This is about you trusting, this is about you letting, you know, the past just to be a teacher, and, you know, use that wisdom that, you know what, your story is going to end good. You don't have to be you don't have to constantly feel like nobody wants to be with you. And you have healing family issues, so your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this is again very important here for many of you. I feel like that there is something here about, you know, forgiving your parents, forgiving your ancestors, forgiving also the way that maybe your parents brought you up and then maybe they didn't know any better, okay? Because that's also another important message here that I feel like is coming in. So let's talk about the archangel messages here and the angels messages and what do you need to know. So you have 3 of Raphael, and it says reasons to celebrate. Oh, there is some mermaids out there. A community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children, right? So you are someone, Pisces, that you have a very beautiful energy and you make people feel very comfortable. You have this sense of purpose, you love community. So this is about you also going out there and celebrating more. And remember that the twin flame journey can be difficult and challenging, but they always find their ways back to each other. And I want to make sure that you just remember that you're gorgeous and you're beautiful and you're amazing and you're fabulous and you're fascinating and you're show-stopping, you're earth-shattering. You need to make sure that you put yourself out there, okay? Don't just sit there and feel sorry for what happened. Things are going to get better is what I'm strongly getting. Now, I'm going to pull the messages of love and I'm going to see what is it that you need to know. What is an important message here for you, dear Pisceana? So unplug, working less will strengthen your relationship. So you might need to take a little bit of a break or a mini vacation here. Children could be affecting this relationship. Yeah, regret, right? Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Again, there is a strong sense of here. There is a strong realization someone really treating you the way they shouldn't have. Decision is time to make a decision about this relationship. I think you can make that decision in your mind. You're manifesting, you're creating. Make the decision, plant the seed, write it in your manifestation journal, send it to the universe, and go out there and enjoy yourself. Less than this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. You know, I don't think you would mind that, especially if it's a spiritual lesson and you're learning about that. And the spiritual lesson could mean, you know, master, you have learned the spiritual lesson. It could be many things for a lot of you, right? It could mean in general, like, for example, forgiveness of your parents, forgiveness of yourself. It could mean alchemy. It could mean patience. It could mean, you know, how do you navigate through difficult circumstances and situations when they come through. So let me pull one bonus card here for you and see what is it that you need to know. What is an important bonus message? And you have Ace of Wands. Oh, this is insane. I already have done your weekly reading, Pisces, and you know, it already came out. The Ace of Wands came out again. This is your bonus card. Are you kidding me? If you're a Pisces, if you're new, ask around, you'll find out. If you watched the other readings, this is insane. This is literally insane. You know what I mean? So Ace of Wands, okay, this is an artifact, okay? So we have this beautiful Ace of Wands right here. It's going to be a museum artifact. Okay, Henry, do you want one? Michael, do you want one? I sure want one. And I know you want one too. So that is your... Okay, so that is your bonus card right there. And the final bonus message here, there is no words to describe how much we love that. Heart, okay, so you have love, passion, romance, crush, joy, fulfillment, pleasure, affection, loving, 7th house and Venus. Spring, summer. During this spring and summer, things are going to get heated. A lot of Ace of Wands activities, a lot of Ace of Cups activities for some confirmation, but for some of you, you know, and they say pineapple juice is very good for that. So Pisces, this is what I had for you. Happy birthday.